Greetings, brothers and sisters, and a very warm welcome to you and yours. Thank you for staying up, those of you who would normally be sleeping, and those of you who are busy doing your night chores. I am your brother, Majesty, and of course, I'm here with my studio engineer, whose name just happened to be Jacob, giving you the impeccable truth as it has always been told by the executive elders, the mystics among the Moors, with an insight to help us see clearly through seemingly closed windows, and a clarity to walk without a shadow of a doubt right through seemingly closed doors. My dear family, it is important to note that you're listening to none other than the Supreme Sound, the Big 94, Radio Jamaica, the only logical reason for broadcasting. Tonight we pray you'll enjoy our show, whether you are feasting or fasting, so call in. Get a personal insight that is, of course, enlightening. Develop your insight with and through our radio institution. Hey, expand your mind. Take a quantum leap in time. Our studio numbers tonight are 876-926-2178, 876-926-8631, and 876-926-7615. Feel free to give us a call. Remember that today is Bob Marley's birthday, and because of that birthday vibe, we like to talk about birthdays. Yeah, what is your birthday? Give me a call and I'll tell you about your birthday, because a birthday is a very serious thing, you know. A birthday is a very special thing because it is the day or the date that your contract on earth is renewed for another year. Some people may not necessarily like their birthday. Some people get bad experiences around their birthday time, but most people are happy though when their birthday come. It's really something to celebrate. Actually, your best birthday is every 7 years because it falls on the day and date that you were born. But that's beside the point. What is your birthday? Give me a call. It is now 12:05, 5 minutes after midnight. Let's check line 1. Greetings and good night. Good night. Good night. I wonder if the person dropped asleep. Good night. Good night. Greetings.
Good night.
Yeah, good night. How you do?
Okay, man.
Okay, I'm not doing readings as yet. We're discussing birthdays. What is your birthday?
Okay, 6th of October.
So you are in number 6, just like Bob Marley?
Yeah.
Okay, now, a birthday can be a real blessing, a real opportunity, or it can be a big challenge.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know what to do, your birthday can be, you can make it a curse.
Okay.
Depending on what that date is. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you say you're born on the 6th of October?
Yes.
First, let's look at the number at play. The number at play is number 6. Do you have any idea what number 6 is about? Listen to what number 6, the nature of number 6, and then maybe you'll understand Bob Marley's journey. Perhaps you'll understand your own as well. Number 6 says, because you're born on the 6th day, you are blessed with the ability to make friends that last. Right?
Yeah.
If you believe that people in general don't like you, it's possible you have a very bad attitude. And you would not benefit from the power of 6. Okay?
Okay.
Because it says you're blessed with the ability to make friends that last. How you get along with people?
Good.
It says you naturally have a great love for art and music.
Yeah.
That's you and Bob, right?
Yeah.
A magnetic number that have a compelling attraction for people. So people, even members of the opposite sex like women, will get attracted to you easily, right?
Yeah.
Now, it says here that you hate jealousy and you hate unreasonableness, right? This number 6, it protects many wealthy people who are generous to those who are poor. Now, stick a pin right there. Let me explain what it is saying. You know, some people are of the view, right?
Yeah.
That if them give money to people who are not worthy of it, that they make themselves salt. Right?
Yeah.
Some people believe that other people take their money and do witchcraft with it too and mess them up, right?
Okay.
Good. Now, for persons who have those kind of feelings, the way to get around that is to give still, but in the order of 6. For instance, let's say you're giving away money, right? So you give away $6, $600, $60, $6,000, $60,000, right?
Yeah.
$33 because 3 and 3 is 6. $51 because 5 and 1 is 6. In other words, give a number that adds to 6. And that will protect you from that kind of witchcraft. Okay?
Okay.
So let me go back over it again. Number 6, it says you are blessed with the ability to make friends that last, a great lover of art and music, a magnetic number that have a compelling attraction for people. You hate jealousy and you hate unreasonableness. This number shields many wealthy people who are generous to those who are poorer. You're gifted for entertaining, highly respected by others, strong ideals, great happiness. So you were born and blessed with the potential to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
are you happy?
Not really.
Okay. Can you put your finger on what it is that make you unhappy?
No.
You don't know what make you unhappy?
Not really.
So let me see if I get this thing straight. You're not happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have no idea why you're not happy? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
So hold on. When you sit down by yourself, what you really meditate on? What it is that you wish you had that you don't have?
Some good life.
Some good what?
Better life.
Better life?
Yeah. Better living.
No, but that is neither here nor there, you know.
That's better living.
Better living?
Yeah.
No, you wish you had better opportunities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe to make more money, right?
Yes.
And be able to help your family, right?
Yes.
That's what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah.
Okay. Because better life of itself not saying nothing. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you tell an angel you want a better life, that angel probably will know what you're talking about. Because life is life. There's no better life. There's better opportunities in the life that you already have.
Okay.
You get it now?
Yeah.
Now, if you cannot explain yourself to yourself, how are you going to explain yourself to the powers that be? So, what you need to do now, you need to really pray. And remember to ask for exactly what it is that you need. Some people ask for what they want, but that's not what they really need, you know.
Okay.
And what you want and what you need is two very different things.
Okay.
Right? For instance, I would want a crisp Mercedes-Benz car, right? Right?
Mhm.
But then I would end up probably with a nice little Toyota car. A happy same way.
Okay.
Knowing that if I get that crisp Mercedes-Benz car, the wicked potholes in my village that look like somebody make a new one every day, right? Mash up my nice Benz, and I gotta spend a bag of money trying to repair a car that is probably too expensive to maintain because of the old dirty potholes and stuff, right? So while you will want a Benz, you just need a car to take you to work and take you around. You get it now?
Mm-hmm.
Now you have a man that could not afford even to pay the insurance for a Mercedes-Benz, but that him pray for. You understand? You got a man that not working for Benz money, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You got a man that working for, you know, a small car money,
Mm-hmm.
but he want the powers that be to give him a Cadillac.
Okay.
And they want two Pajero and a Benz, right?
Okay. Okay.
But if him get that government lock him up, because government won't know where you get them the money, boy. Right? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you get them things, people try rob him too, wonder where him get them kind of money from. There must be a lot more where that come from. And then put himself in the trouble.
Yes.
So it is important that you can explain yourself to yourself. Do you know who yourself is? You say Almighty God live within you, right?
Yeah.
So your inner self, your higher self, is the spirit of the Most High. So ask yourself, what can I do to get the things that I need so that I will no longer be unhappy? Got it?
Okay. Okay.
Now, do you have another question? Any question at all? Remember, you're not going to get a reading, you know, but you can ask a question. What is your question?
Well, no, you said you want to do reading tonight, so.
No, I'm not doing readings tonight. I'm not doing readings right now. This is the beginning of the show. I'll be talking about birthdays. And your birthday is the 6th, so you'll be fine. Just make sure that you win the game of life by launching out for what you need and try and find out in your mind what you really need.
Okay.
If you don't know what you need, you're not going to get what you need nor what you want because you wouldn't know what to ask for, okay?
Okay.
So that's the secret behind your unhappiness. Because you unhappy and you have no idea why you're unhappy, that means that you're really not doing much thinking, all right?
Okay.
You take care now.
Okay.
I remember one prayer in the Bible that may help you, you know, is Psalm 72, right?
Okay. Yeah.
What year were you born?
1957.
57?
Yeah.
So if you're born 1957, then you're born in the year of the rooster. So we call you Jabari. In the African world, you are a Jabari person. Your prayer time is between 5 o'clock in the evening and 7 o'clock in the night, okay?
Yeah.
And you need to face the west. So face the setting sun and pray every evening and talk to the powers that be.
Okay.
You take care now.
Okay, you're welcome.
Blessed. Good. Greetings and good night. Greetings and good night.
Hello?
Yeah, greetings. How you do?
Not bad.
Now we're discussing birthdays. What is your birthday?
October 5th, 1986.
October 5. So you are what we would call a number 5 baby, right? Now,
Yeah.
5, you said October 5, 1986?
Yes.
Okay. 5 really is a sex number. You're capable of making friends and keeping them close.
No,
You don't keep friends?
not too long.
Not too long. But your capability is that you are capable of making friends and keeping them close. So let me ask you this. You find that you don't trust people?
Not often. I have trust problems.
You got problems with trust.
Yes.
Uh-huh. So people have done you evil things?
Sometimes. Just say that.
But that's what you say.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But you know where there's no trust, there's no love, right?
Yes.
So do you love people in general?
Yes, I do.
You sure?
Yes.
Because if you love them, then you communicate with them better. But you may be suspicious that they don't love you, right?
That's the thing I have with them.
But if you don't trust them, why should they trust you?
I tried, but it don't turn out good.
Maybe you're living in the past. Okay?
Okay.
The people you met in the past are not the people you meet in the future nor the present. They're people. Now, people are really angels, you know, that come as teachers to each other, okay?
Okay.
Whether them good or bad, they are our teachers. They teach good lessons and bad lessons, right?
Yes.
So they're just your tests. 5 is a sex number, okay?
Okay.
You're capable, you know, this is the hand that you pick up. In other words, you can pick up a good hand on the domino board, but if you don't know how to play domino cards, you will lose the game.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
If a woman is lucky to be attracted, for men to be attracted to her, right?
Yeah.
And then she trusts them too far unnecessarily, to go too far with them too quickly, she will be hurt. You get it?
Okay.
Because a man, for the most part, is an insect looking for some place to lay his eggs, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes when the eggs don't lay, he can't be bothered, right?
That's true.
So you have to take time when it comes to relationships. 5 is a sex number. You are capable of making friends and keeping them close. That is your born blessing, your capability. But you will not benefit from that if you are of the view that either people don't deserve it or that people cannot be trusted in general, okay?
Okay.
It says at times you may be quick-tempered and full of emotion. Therefore, you can get a nervous collapse if you allow yourself to become irritable often. Okay?
Okay.
Attracted to gambling or taking long chances at great odds. Quick to make decisions. Very creative mentally, but not cut out for hard physical work. So don't go cutting down the trees and them hard work there, okay?
Okay.
You will destroy yourself. 5 connects to the nervous system. So if you overwork yourself, you wouldn't be able to sleep at all. How you sleep?
I don't sleep good throughout the night.
You don't think you overwork yourself sometime?
I think so.
All right. So you need to be gentle with yourself, okay?
Okay.
And one more thing. You have a mate, you have a man.
I don't know what to say right now.
So there's a man that you were seeing, but you don't sure how that go, right?
Yeah.
When is his birthday?
October 12th.
October 12th?
Yes.
What year?
I don't remember the year, but I know it'll be 41 this year.
Yeah? 41 this year?
Pardon me?
What if he's 41 this year?
Yeah.
So he born like 1982?
Yeah.
Huh?
That's him.
1982. So he's born in the year of the dog, okay?
Okay.
And you born in the year of the rabbit. No, you're born in the year of the tiger, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the tiger makes the most expensive mistakes in the world, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They make very expensive mistakes. They tend to leap before them look. When you're supposed to look before you leap. So by the time they reach a certain age, them feel burned out, like them can't bother to trust nobody else anymore, you know?
Okay.
And they're excellent people. Excellent. It's just that they move too fast for their own good sometimes, right?
Okay.
Now, the tiger and the dog is actually compatible. He's born October, you born October, right?
Yes.
He born the 12. 12 is a number of suffering and worry. So by this time, he would have suffered a lot and worry a lot. But if women really care for him, or if them just saying that, right?
Okay.
And then you born on the 8th day, and 8 is all about sacrifice. So you've made a lot of sacrifices in your life, right?
Okay.
What problems you have with him?
He's not who I thought he was right now. Lying, cheating, secret.
Are you sure he's lying and cheating?
Yes.
You absolutely sure?
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Did he accuse you of that too?
Yes, he did.
So you're two of a kind, right?
He accused me.
He thinks, but he imagined that you lying and cheating too, right?
Which I'm not.
Or maybe he will argue that he's not. Nothing in life is what it appears to be, okay?
Okay.
You have trust issues, all right? So you may always have problems with men. Now, the dog man is usually someone that do everything in his power to be trusted. And if he's not trusted, he will probably go shopping and try to find something else that would trust him, right? Okay?
Okay.
And that's how it works. The dog looking for someone to be loyal to, but if you don't think he's loyal, you don't believe he can be loyal, then what's the point in him trying?
So what about being loyal to that person, but they didn't return back that loyalty to you, and instead go and find someone else?
Once you know someone is a traitor, you can move on, right? But make sure that you are sure, okay?
Okay.
You hear me?
Yes, I do.
Because you're prone to make mistakes. So make sure that you are sure, absolutely sure. I know many cases where people not do what we thought they're not doing what we think they're doing, even though it appear that way, right?
Okay.
I know a man who used to go to a bar and drink and maybe cry himself in a corner. All that time his woman thought he was in the arms of some other woman, but he's not. He don't know how to deal with his woman at home, so he goes to the bar. He wasn't even drinking that much. More sulking in a corner, right?
Okay.
But the woman imagine whoever is that counseling her, whether it's the devil or whoever, make her imagine he having some wonderful sex out there with somebody. It was none of that. Okay?
Okay.
So be careful not to assume that people are doing what you think they're doing. Very often, they're not. So, be cautious. In your case, Psalms 45 may actually help you. All right?
All right.
Pray at your prayer time. Your prayer time. In other words, in the African world, we don't call you a tiger. We call you chike. Okay?
Okay.
In China, you would be a tiger. Anyway, your prayer time is 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. You find that in the night between 3 and 5, going on to morning, you'll wake up and be up and about, right?
That's the time I normally wake up.
But that is your prayer time. That's why you wake up. You wake up because the angels wake you up to find out what it is you want, what it is you need, what can we do for you, okay?
Okay.
Your direction of faith and power is east, northeast. That means you need to face the east and turn an inch to the left, all right?
Okay.
And you'll be facing 2 times east, 1 times north. That's east, northeast. Face east. And you know how to face the east?
Yes, I do.
Good, because the sun rises in the east every morning, right?
Yes.
So next time you see the sun, early morning, look an inch to the left side of the sun. I know that's exactly where your angel appear every single night before morning. All right?
Okay.
And you learn to communicate with that power, and you will achieve great things. But your heart must be pure. Do not imagine that anyone is doing what you're not sure they're doing. Chances are you may be wrong. Okay?
Okay.
Now remember, if a woman keep saying that her man is cheating, he will naturally start to look around to find a woman that don't put him through that. All right?
Yeah.
One thing a man cannot deal with is a woman that is sure that he's cheating when he's not.
But I never used to accuse him.
You found him cheating?
Yes.
If you catch him in the act and he swear he's not, but he is, you don't want no AIDS, you know? Right?
Right.
So you move on. You don't want no AIDS. And you cannot have faith in a liar. Right?
Right.
You get it?
Yeah.
Now, this does not mean that he is that wrong for having somebody else. He's wrong for lying to you about it. Okay?
Okay.
There are many cases where a man is called upon to comfort more than one female, but he must never lie about it. That is where treachery begins. And a man who got more than one woman is not a happy man. You hear me?
Okay.
He's not. That's a very miserable man. Because guess what? A man can't really please a woman. Okay? So imagine trying to please 2.
Okay.
God could hardly please a human being. You know that?
Yeah.
No matter what God give a human being, he wants something else, right?
Right.
I mean, if you win the lottery right now and you had $200 million US, what would you do?
I was not helping and share with people.
Share with
I'm a
people?
kind person.
So you would share it away?
I'm a kind person. I'm a loving person. I'm a helpful person.
So what are you going to do? Share it out?
Help who I can.
Okay. That's good. Maybe, just maybe you can be pleased, right?
Yes.
Keep your eyes open. I remember, if your spirit bid you to not trust someone, then don't trust them sexually, but you may still keep them as a dear friend. In that way, you learn a lot about humanity. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. You take care now.
All right.
Blessed. It's now 12:31 in Jamaica. This is Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. Here goes. Yeah. Let's return to our phone lines now. We have said you can call us at 876-926-2178. 876-926-8631 and 876-926-7615. We're discussing birthdays. What is your birthday? Really? Good. Ouch. Good night. Good night.
Good night, King Majesty.
Good night. What is your birthday?
9th of April, 62.
April 9?
Yes, 62.
1962. So you know you're a tiger, right?
Yes.
You're born the year of the tiger. In the African world, we call you Cheke. Anytime you hear me say the book of Cheke is out, get that book and learn volumes of things about yourself that you had no idea, right?
Okay.
Okay. You're the 9th of April, so you are in number 9, baby, right? Now, number 9 is really the most powerful number. Turn off your radio. Turn off your radio. Okay? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm here.
Number 9 is the most powerful number. It gives you a fighting spirit. So if you get sick, you fight and fight till you get back well, right?
That's true.
If anybody mess with you, you're not going to just lay down and let a car run over you. You're going to break up somebody.
That's true.
If you must dead, somebody must dead with you. Not true?
That's true.
Yeah, you tear down the whole place. Because you make sure you're not dead by yourself, right?
That's true.
As a matter of fact, a number 9 person is a warrior. If push come to shove, and push really come to shove, you will lose your desire to actually live. You really want to live no more. You just want to break up somebody. Right? And the fact that you don't want to live no more, them can't kill you, you know. You can only kill, listen, you can only kill a person who got fear in them, you know, who want to live. But what about the guy that don't want to live? What you can do? Guy don't want to live and come in for you, right? So 9 is a fighting spirit. Okay?
Yes.
Full of guts, grit, fearlessness. You'll make strong friends and strong enemies.
That's true.
Now, if you put any child from any other number in the dark, that child may start to wonder when something gonna jump out at him, right?
That's true.
If you put a number 9 child in the dark, you know, it wouldn't be long before him start to say, well, nobody can see me. How them know me not a better man than them to jump up on them? They better watch themselves wrong here. You understand?
Wow, that's so true.
Let me tell you this. I am a number 9 child, right? And when me a little boy, very little, my granny tell me don't go outside in the cold darkness. I asked her why. She said because if you go there, you're going to catch a draft, boy. Well, she could hardly say that because I went outside, you know. And I look for the draft. Mama, oh no, me see the draft, you know. It took a while to explain to me what is a draft. Because I want to catch this thing. Because if she had told me the draft would catch me, it would have been different, you know.
That's true.
But she said, are you going to catch a draft? I want to catch that. I'm going to catch that with the wolf in backside, right? But me never... So the number 9 child is different. Okay?
That is true.
Yes, man. When it comes to war, he is a madman. Don't bother, don't mess with him. Right? So number 9 is a fighting spirit. Full of guts, grit, fearlessness. You'll make strong friends, but you may also make strong enemies, right?
That's true.
You'll have a trait of hot temper, sometimes overly independent. Sometimes you just don't want nothing from nobody. Right? You prefer to do without. Not true?
So true.
All right. Remember, though, a hot impulse is a danger sometimes, so play it cool. Never allow your head to be carried away by success or to blind you to the real values. Keep violence under control for your eventual success. You hate war, you know. But when under attack, you will fight with absolute decision.
That's true.
When at war, you are a force to be reckoned with, sister. No, but when at peace, you know, you are definitely a tower of strength. So it's up to them how would them gonna dish out to you, you know. If they come with peace, the world is a better place, right?
true.
And if they come with war, there's no more world. So make them make up their mind. Because the worst thing you can do is to have fear. Fear is the seeds of absolute madness. Fear can cripple you and make you can't even defend yourself.
And that is what I don't have,
No, fear is madness. The number 9 them don't build with fear. Right? I hear people talk about fear God. Why would you fear God? Wicked, sir? Then you fear God when they kill you? Huh?
Trust him and live, man.
You're supposed to respect the Almighty, not true?
Yes, trust him and live. This man dead.
Yeah. Fear. You're not supposed to fear God, the devil, nor nobody. Right? Just be yourself and be as strong as you were meant to be. Fear is not your thing. What's your question?
I got the diamond you told me to get. I couldn't afford no more than the 10 carat though.
Ma'am, who cares what kind of carrot? Whether a donkey carrot or a mule carrot, you get a carrot, right? And it's 10 carat. 10 carats no bad,
Yeah, they are very expensive. The real diamond is very expensive.
Yeah, well, it costs you a lot, but it is really a blessing.
Okay.
Right? A diamond, let me tell you about diamond. Diamonds do not have like health value, Most of them precious stones have a kind of a health value, right?
Yes.
I don't think diamond it doesn't have any healing properties, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it enhances love ties. That's why couples always exchange diamond rings when they get married, right?
Okay.
And they also cure material insecurities. What you see that by wearing a diamond, you find that after a while your hardly almost never broke,
That is true.
If you even broke today, by the next 2 hours you have money, right? There's a connection between diamonds and money. That's the truth. That's why almost all millionaires wear diamonds.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
If a millionaire not wearing diamonds, then your wife wearing them, I'm pitney, but diamonds wrong him somewhere.
I should ask, diamond is really my birthstone.
Wait, but what is your birth sign?
My birth sign?
You born April?
Yes.
Okay. So you will be Ashanti, right? You're Aries?
Yes.
That's the Ashanti tribe. As far as African tribes goes, your birthstone is a diamond.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So if I told you to get a diamond, that would have been my basis by saying
I got it in the earring though.
Huh?
It's in the earring. I could afford it. They're very expensive.
In an earring?
Yes. They're very expensive. Very, very, very expensive.
Listen.
You have up to $300,000.
Yes, they're expensive, right?
Yes.
But it's not just that they're expensive; it is that they're valuable. So,
and I think this jewelry stores they are very honest set of people because they sold me 2 types. They said one is man-made and one is the real one.
Yes.
And the man-made one is a big price, yes, but the real diamond stone, wow, I couldn't afford no more than the 10 carats.
Listen to me. All you, as long as you did not get the man-made diamond, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I got the real diamond.
Right? If you get the man-made diamond, I will lose off for you big time. Big
man,
time.
I got the real one. I went to them and I said to them, listen to me. My brother told me to get the real diamond. So be honest with me because he knows it, Mm-hmm. And they walk with me and the lady I spoke with first, what she showed me and tell me,
mm-hmm.
I didn't feel good about it, so I wait until the big man come and I said, could you please, I don't understand. I need to know the real one because my brother knows it. So when I take it to him and it's not the real one, I'm going to take it back. Right. And he showed me the same thing and I said, oh, okay. All right. And I could just take the smallest one, but I tell you, man, I bathe in it. I don't take it out from there, put it in.
Listen.
I put it in right there and I don't take it out of my ears.
There's something about a diamond that when you get a diamond, you feel proud of yourself, you know.
That's true.
Yes, man. You know, it's a very dignified stone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It carry a good vibe, okay?
It's true, yeah.
So, wear your diamond with peace and love, okay?
Okay.
Is there anything bothering you?
What is bothering me is that everywhere that success, I walk into success, there's somebody trying to block me. And I mean, I think they want to get the ego out of me, you know?
Get the what?
The ignorance out of me. That's what they want to get.
You got ignorance in you?
No, I don't like stupidness or people telling lies and trying to betray the other one and trying to go around corners and all of that.
So you would get upset?
Yes.
All right,
yes.
Listen. The only person who should have the power to upset you is someone who's wiser than you. These people wiser than you?
I don't think so, you know.
Well, then don't let them upset you. Why are you going to let somebody steal your joy? Right? Don't let no one steal your joy. Okay?
And I don't understand why people keep saying you're working Hobia when it's just pray, you pray. You know? You're a Hobia worker. Hobia worker. I live in my Bible.
Listen to me. Sometimes people try things against other people and it don't work, right?
Okay.
And they figure this other person is a bigger Hobia person than them. Right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So just, when no matter what I'm accused you of, just say God bless you and just move on, all right?
Okay.
Because listen, remember that constitutionally them have them a mouth that they can say what they want.
Okay.
It is constitutional, okay? So it's a kind of a human
right. I believe
right.
every word you said to me because you told me like Monday to go try get a diamond, and I tell you I have a little money with me, you know, and I say, you know what, let me go look this. But let me tell you something, down today, man-made diamond is expensive, you know. And I went to 3 jewelry stores before I stopped at that one, and that one only have 2 in the area. I couldn't afford the one for $45,000, and it's just a little bit bigger than the one I get.
Yes, but whichever one you got was the one that was sent to you. That's the one that the powers that be give to you, okay?
Yes, okay.
Don't worry about the money. The money is just paper.
Okay.
Trust me on that. The money is useless.
Okay.
The money is almost hopeless. It's just paper with a dead man face on it, okay?
Okay.
But get that diamond. You take it easy now.
Okay, my
it doesn't matter where you wear. If you're on your ears, your fingers, or your toes, at least you're now attached to a diamond, right?
Oh, okay. Oh, thanks a lot.
Bless it. Take it easy. It is now 12:47 in Jamaica. Let's return to our phone lines. Greetings and good night.
Good night, man.
Good night. How you do? We discussing birthdays. What's going on with your birthday?
My birthday is Friday coming.
Is what?
Friday coming, 10th of February.
You are a number 10, baby?
Yes.
Wow. Now, you are February, right?
Yes.
So just like Bob Marley, you're from the tribe of Joseph in the Bible.
Oh.
You never read the Bible about Joseph? Who got sold as a slave and became the prime minister of Egypt?
Yeah.
And ended up feeding the other brothers who sold them into slavery?
Yeah.
Well, that's you. That's Bob Marley. That's people like Dennis Brown. Yeah. You're Joseph.
Okay.
Joseph's are wonderful. All right?
Okay.
But you are in number 10, baby. So, what is number 10 about? Remember, we're discussing birthdays, right? 10 means that here's your blessing. Because you're born the 10th day, you're full of confidence in yourself. Proud and honorable. And a sticker to the job at hand. So if you want to be successful, you need to stick to whatever you're doing until it's completed. Do not half do jobs and walk away.
Okay.
That you put a blight on yourself. Don't do that. Okay?
Okay.
Now, you have any questions? Anything bothering you?
So many things.
What year were you born again?
70.
19 what?
70.
So you are born the year of the dog, okay? So if you turn to an animal right now, you'll be a big size puppy, dog.
Really?
Right? Yeah. that sound bad to you?
Not necessarily like dogs.
Oh, because anybody who don't like dogs, they're mental, them head gone, right?
Really?
Spell dog backwards, see if you don't have a word like God.
Okay, yes.
All right. Now, the dog people are basically the greatest counselors in the world. They're the greatest high court judges. The very, very, very best lawyers too. Them stand up for justice and fairness. All right?
Okay.
And they're usually among the most loyal brand of human beings you can find.
Okay.
If a dog is disloyal, something is definitely wrong with that dog's spouse. All right?
Okay.
Now, you have a lover?
Yes.
What's that person's birthday?
Well, we're not so interesting right now.
Give me the birthday. Give me the birthday.
19th of September.
Uh-huh. What year?
57.
57?
Yes.
Well, if it's 1957, he's a rooster. That's not really compatible,
We're not getting on.
Pardon?
We're not getting on.
But it's not compatible. Imagine a dog with a rooster. I mean, come on. That's a whole different thing, The dog with a rooster. So the rooster goes... that's going to be an issue. Hold on, let me check it out, though. We got dogs and roosters, yes. This says, with the dog wife, right? Rooster husband. So let's check. Rooster husband, dog wife. Okay, listen carefully, right? No doubt both parties here have fine minds, right? Value their integrity and are proud of themselves. However, in spite of their self-assurance and poise, they are also very outspoken, right? If the rooster starts to nag and grumble about the dog's frailties, she could respond by throwing harmony out the window and giving him some scalding rhetoric of her own, right? Two people that face the bud, right? Both parties have sharp tongues and could hurt each other quite painfully. A workable relationship only if one of them is unselfish and sensible enough to entice the other to lay down arms, right? Can you imagine doing it with somebody as feisty as you never knew you were? Because him can bring out the fierceness in you, And you never thought you was that rough until he show up, Right?
True.
And he won't go and let he run the place, right? And you're sure me easy, man. And I'm still going feisty like him is some matador, right? So you put him in place. And you don't have to get rude and tell him about his mother, You don't even go there, right?
Exactly.
But when you're done with him, oh my gosh, man. You have to go and enroll in the school of rudeness to find out what to do next. Not true? Right. So, that's why you're not getting along so well. All right?
Okay.
So what you need to do is listen to him. Just listen. Can you do that?
In this case, it's out the door, right?
Remember, him never wrong, Him never wrong,
That's what he said.
Him can't admit when him wrong, He's not created that way. But he may admit it to, let's say, a snake woman, a dragon woman, or an ox woman. He cannot admit it to a dog woman. You're not compatible for that, okay? So if he's on his way out, give him your respect and let him go on. All right?
Yes.
And do not go with no man born that year or no man born 12 years before that or 12 years after that, because they're all roosters, okay?
Okay.
You're going to have the same issue all over again. Okay? You take care now.
Thank you.
Blessed. Thanks for calling.
Yes.
Greetings. Good night. Greetings and good night.
Good night.
Yeah, how you do? Turn off your radio.
Hold on. Alright, good night.
This is Brother Bob's birthday and we're discussing birthday. So what's your birthday?
The 9th of July 1965.
9th of July,
Yeah.
1965.
Yes.
Okay, now you are in number 9, baby. Now we have said, because we met a number 9 before, and we said it is a fighting spirit, right? You're
Yeah.
full of guts, grit, and fearlessness. You'll make strong friends, but you'll also make strong enemies, right?
Yes.
A trait of hot temper, sometimes overly independent. It says a hot impulse is a danger sometimes, so play it cool. Never allow your head to be carried away by success or to blind you to the real values. You must keep violence under control for success. You hate war, but when under attack, you will fight with absolute decision. When at war, you are a force to be reckoned with. But when at peace, though, you are a tower of strength. The real issue here, though, is that you're born 1965, right?
Yes.
So you know what animal that is?
No, it's a snake.
Yeah, you're born the year of the snake, right?
Yes.
So the snake now, the snake does not behave like other people, you know. The
Yes.
snake is this. First of all, the snake don't really trust nobody, right?
Yes.
The snake is also quite silent. You don't over communicate. You just say the right amount of words and you're done this, so right?
Yes.
But if somebody really hurts you, they can really get it, you know. You understand?
Yes.
They will really get it because, you know, snakes carry venom, you know, and if they bite you, Graham got near your supper, right?
Yes.
You have a lover?
Yes. Yes.
What's your lover birthday?
I'm at his house now, but I'm going to born the 20th of September. My school year, I said.
He born September 20?
Yeah, 63, 66, I see on him ID, so I don't know.
He have what? What him have on him IDs?
63 and 66.
So wait, he born 63 and he forget and went and born 66 as well, right?
Yes.
I can't go no further with a man like that.
Well,
I can't describe a man like that. You can't be them two animals right there. So
I'm on 66 and one of the ID when we use. And that's like in Clinton those things, it was 1966.
if he born 66, then he would be a horse, okay?
Yes.
And the horse and the snake may have issues because the horse can't stand one place too long and the snake wants stability.
Yes.
So he'll be all over the place if he's a horse. And that may make you don't trust him sometime.
Yes.
Right? If he's born 63, he will be a rabbit. And that is not bad at all. But it's hard to talk about someone with two birth years, okay?
Right.
Because you don't really know who you're talking about. Oh, no matter what you chat, you don't know who you're chatting about. So better me leave that alone. You take it easy, okay?
Majesty, what I want to have some issues with my son. He's going through a spiritual attack. So I would like your number to speak to you after here.
Okay, my number is 876-844-2295. 844-2295, okay?
Yes, so when can I call you, please?
Call me anytime. If you don't get me, you can text me. That would not vex me nor perplex me, okay?
All right, thank you very urgent.
Right. Take it easy.
Yeah, thank
Bless
you very
it. Greetings. Good night.
Good night, Majesty.
Yeah, how can I help you? We're talking about birthdays, you know, don't try nothing. Pure birthday business.
Yes, I know, Majesty. I'm the 19th of February.
You is a number 19 baby. Why didn't you say so?
19th. Yes, I'm the 19th.
I thought you was trying something, you know, but you're not trying nothing, man. You was really number 19. 19 means you're lucky, okay? So don't go around telling people rubbish, but you know you're not lucky. That's not true. The tongue is a creative force. You smite yourself unnecessarily with a curse when you could accept your blessing, right? 19 means greatly fortunate. A good bet to win honor, fame, and fortune in the near future according to plan. You know, you've got some people who do planning, like they plan parties, they plan weddings, event planners.
Yes, I know, but I don't know. I wonder if I'll be able to do that now, but my brother.
Listen to me. If you had the ways, that means you would make an excellent planner. The number 19s are the greatest planners in the world.
Yes, what I'm saying, because I told him I'm 1950 born.
19 what?
1950, yes.
Well, if you're born 1950, you'll be a tiger, you know.
I will be a tiger.
Yes, I know tigers make some very expensive mistakes, right? But if a tiger is a planner, you have a real good planner, because a tiger rules when it comes to entertainment.
Oh, yes.
So
I used to love, when I was much younger, I used to love those things. I used to love, like, to do, like, somebody would ask me, can you do this for me? Plan out something for me that
yes,
I would
man.
be able to do it.
You are a planner.
Yes, they always said, do this and do that, do something for me, what you can do for me, like
right.
such and such. And I would do it, but in my younger days.
Right, listen, there's two type of people involved in planning. You have a planner,
yes,
and you have a plotter.
Yes.
Do you know the difference between the planner and the plotter?
Well, I would say maybe the planner was somebody who is sort of more, what we would call it, more advanced in doing things more than the plotter. Maybe and the plotter would be somebody who is not capable of doing things, but they would sort of act as if maybe they can do it. That's
all right, listen. The plotter, right,
yes,
is a planner who plan to do wrong things.
Okay.
So 2 men may plot to kill a man, right?
Yes.
2-3 men may plot to rob a liquor store, right?
Yes.
And they sit down and plan it out.
Okay.
But it's a plot, that's not a plan. Something that is so unsavory can't be a plan, that's a plot.
That's a plot.
Once they have that evil thing in it, where somebody called dead, that's a plot, okay?
That's a plot, okay.
Yeah. Now, the tiger would not make a good plotter, because he may go and plot with somebody who is a bigger idiot than himself, right?
Yes.
And then whoever get catch and somebody get wrong persons get catch and this and that, right?
Okay.
Or maybe the other person end up shooting somebody when nobody wasn't supposed to get shot and blah blah, right? So the tiger is not good on that. The tiger can be a very good planner though.
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
if you get involved in a plot, that is a very expensive mistake that can cost you your life, your business, everything.
And
right?
Everything. Yes.
But the plan is okay, Just don't get involved in a plot. Because a plot is evil. A plot is always something evil.
Very evil, yes.
Yeah. Okay?
Yes, I just have one thing to ask. I'm having a problem with my eye because of the hypertension.
Uh-huh.
And we're in the tested glass, but he still want to help. And
no, you got hypertension in your eyes?
Yeah, because what they're saying, because of the hypertension that I struggle with, it started to affect the eye.
Uh-huh. Well, put it this way. It would be a good thing for you to get herbs like bilberry.
Bilberry.
And eyebright, right?
Eyebright and bilberry.
Yeah, and you can actually dilute them, like put 1 drop to 1 tiny drop. If you try to get it in liquid form, right?
Yes.
So you can put 1 drop to about 12 spoonfuls of spring water, right?
Yes, sir.
And you can use it as eye drops. But whenever you drinking tea, you can put a drop or 2 in your tea, so it can help the eye pressure, because it can fix things from the outside and from the inside as well.
Yes, because what you were saying, that because of the hypertension, then the nerves from the head to the eyes are a little bit affected because the pressure is extremely high.
Anybody have glaucoma in your family?
No, I don't have glaucoma. I've gone through all the tests and it's not glaucoma.
Excellent. You're going to have to rest your eyes a lot. How you sleeping?
Sometimes I'm up because in the days, because I don't have anything much to do. So in the days,
you ever used to do anything like sewing?
No, I've never. But I used to do bookwork.
Okay. Don't do sewing and don't do no bookwork, because them things put a strain on your eyes.
Yes, but I don't think I could manage it again. I was 73 73, the 19th of this month.
Okay, that's good. You've done well then, right?
Yes.
I know somebody claimed that God said that man should live to 72, right? I don't know when God would have said something like that, because a lot of people say that God said, right?
Yes, that is true.
When them want to limit people mentally.
Yes.
Because a person who believed that life should last to 72, when he reach all 16, start planning to dead without realizing that he's planning to die, right?
Yes.
And if he reach 73 and wonder how come him not gone yet, and next thing you know him drop out gone because him planned that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that there were many plots in history to limit how long people would live, you know.
Oh dear.
And one thing that may well be an ancient plot is by planting a seed of doubt in longevity in the minds of the believer that the Almighty say him will live to 72, right?
Yes.
Because before them kind of foolishness was printed in holy books, man used to live all 400 years.
Oh yes.
Even a man named Methuselah get vexed one time and live. You know, Methuselah get vexed and live nearly 1,000 years. Nobody can get rid of him.
Oh, so that's 960. More than that.
The man lived 990 something years.
990, we have it at 960.
I don't know who upset him, make him leave the earth, but he almost live 1,000 years.
Ooh.
Right? And listen, ancient Africans used to live all 400 years, you know. Right?
Yes.
But someone planted a very evil seed, right? To give the impression that the universal Godhead say that then some should live to 72 years, and if by reason of strength to go 73, 74, 75, they're lucky, right?
Yeah.
And people just run with that. Nobody don't ask who put that in there, right? You understand? So when, listen, for instance, note that most women don't get pregnant after 40. You ever notice that?
Yes.
Do you know why? Because doctors sow a seed in them subconscious that 40 is cut-off time, you know. Right? A woman that persevere will make a child at 50. Some make children at 62. Right?
Yes.
But 90%, 98% of women are convinced that 40 is cut-off time. So you see, from the reach 35, they'll start to panic. I'm 35 and I don't have no baby yet. I soon 40, right?
Yes.
Which means that them already register a cut-off date at 40. And it's hard for them to get pregnant after 40 because them cut off themselves mentally. From the cut off the fertility mentally. So the human being is very impressionable. Right?
Yes,
so if you take a book, you know, and you stamp the words holy upon it, you know, a man believes that God makes that himself personally, you know. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And then know them say that inspired men. When the inspired women wasn't there to write something in there, why only men? Right? Right? And any book that written only by men have a problem because it is unbalanced. The Bible should have had some female writers in it too, to balance it. You understand?
Yes.
Now hold on. Holy women did write, you know, but them burned those books. Because
a lot of things was revealed to us.
Worldwide religions don't want to hear nothing about no great woman. They want to hear about one about great man. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. So that's the truth.
Okay.
The original Bible, you'll find it in places like the Vatican City in Rome. The Pope would have them things locked off. A Bible with 777 books called the Great Tetragrammaton, right?
Yes.
That got everything in it. But guess what? Them people lock off that. And you put out a little thing with 66 books to capture who you want to capture, right?
Yes, yes.
But if something is a half truth, it's not the whole truth, and if it's not the whole truth, you're going to have some lie in there.
True.
Right? Listen, I'm not fighting against the Bible, you know.
No, we are
I'm
not.
just telling you how humanity is. them actually quite wicked, okay?
Yes.
And then plot right down to the ages to say, okay, human beings, we don't want humans living that long because it's going to be a problem to feed them, or I don't know why, but they just don't want. So them plant certain mental seeds. One of the mental seeds is cutoff date for getting pregnant is 40. Another mental seed is Almighty God, Father God say man shall live to 72, right?
Yes.
And right away, every man start imagining that when he reach 72 in life, probably could all gone.
Yes, but this is true because even a lot of young girls right now, they are afraid because they are over 40 and they are saying if they have a child now, maybe that child would come, what you call it, Down syndrome.
All them thing there, right?
Yes.
Where Down syndrome come from?
Yes.
People make no, but listen,
you know?
listen. I'm not saying them don't have a point, you know.
Yes.
Because if a woman is 40, right?
Yes.
And she go and make a baby with a man that is probably 70, right?
Oh, yes.
They can easily get a Down syndrome baby, right?
Right.
But what if that 40-year woman have a child with a young boy? Like a young man. Like all 25 years old. Right? Everybody can want fling too big soon and say she wicked. Why she with a man that young, right?
Yes.
But they can have a wonderful, strong baby. Right?
Yes.
Because of the virtue where he as a young man bring. Or if an older man go with a young girl, they can have a wonderful, strong baby. It's only two old people may have a problem.
Yes, up in age.
Yeah.
Okay,
You understand?
Yes.
And the attitude that they told them all that make it worse.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, you have anything bothering you?
No, it was just, I was just thinking about, and, the vision. Sometimes I'm wondering, and,
What about your vision?
Yes, I was wondering if it would come back clear because it's very, very foggy. Very, very foggy.
Listen. Your vision can come forward, right?
Yes.
But you got to use herbs that the Creator create with medicine for that.
Yes.
Herbs like eye bright, you can get it in liquid form. Herbs like bilberry.
Yes, the bilberry, bilberry and eye bright.
You can get them in liquid form. You can even buy them in herbal shops here, or you can get someone foreign to send them for you. You can even go online and buy them. Go online and look for them and buy them.
Or it would be in the pharmacy.
No, the pharmacy don't sell nothing like that, mama. Pharmacy sell drugs.
Okay.
Pharmacists sell drugs, okay?
Yes.
You gotta go to a herbal shop to get herbs.
Okay.
So if you go to the wrong place, you're not gonna get the right thing.
Yes.
Pharmacy sells certain. Listen, pharmacy sells certain herbs, but they would hardly have that one.
Do you want to disclose the amount it would cost me, or half the year? I don't know what you would.
What the herbs?
Yes, the eye bright and the bilberry.
No, I don't know. When I do get those things, it's people bring those things to me from foreign, right? I have no idea, but I know you can get them here. Like if you go to certain, you just ask the person in the herbal shop to order it for you as well.
Okay.
Or you can ask one of the young people to go online and buy it for you. And them just post wherever in the world they them just post it to you. So it's available, man.
Yes, okay.
But what is important is that you pray Psalms number 6. Listen, one of the greatest part of the Bible is the book of Psalms,
Yes,
the book of Psalms carries special powers.
Yes.
If you pray Psalm 6, right? It starts out by talking something about my eye is consumed because of grief. It waxeth old because of all my enemies, right?
Yes.
So now you can pray now Psalm 6 over, you can pray over an eye drops that you make.
Yes, Majesty.
Okay?
Yes, Majesty.
And there's something about Psalm 6 that have a lot to do with healing the eyes. So you don't give up, okay?
Yes, Majesty.
You take care now.
Yes, thanks a lot.
Blessed.
Bless you.
Good. Now, last week I gave a forecast for how things would be for the people of the minor arcana, which is, Leos and Virgos and Cancers and Sagittarius and all that. And I'd like to give you that again. The major arcanas will be like people like the tigers and the rabbits and the dogs and those guys. But let's talk about the minor arcana. And I give it to you from an Afrocentric standpoint. Now, if you are Aries, we call you Ashanti. We say you're from the Ashanti tribe. We feel that if a man in Africa can explain to another man what tribe he's from, then an African outside of Africa should be able to do the same. Right? So, we need to have a tribal consciousness. So if you are Ashanti, which is Aries, March 21 to April 19, you are compatible with a person from the Yoruba tribe, that is Gemini, a person from the tribe of Judah, that's Leo, a person from the Kikuyu tribe, which is Sagittarius, and a person from the tribe of Wolof. Right? That is Libra. Okay? So, the elements at play in your life this year is fire and negative water. Now, 2023, this year, is ruled by negative water. And Aries, or Ashanti, is ruled by fire. When positive water, which is a limited amount of water, meets fire, all is well. We imagine cooking. However, when fire meets negative water, which is either seawater or an unlimited amount of fresh water, these elements tend to counteract each other. Why would anyone cook with seawater or put too much water in the pot? And who could eat such food? Also, if there is a great snowstorm or a devastating flood, fire would fail to exist, and we would all be cold and wet, and certainly the destruction would be unbearable. Therefore, if you were born Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, all fire signs, and find yourself in a year ruled by negative water, it is important for you to be extra careful in such a year. Take nothing for granted. Avoid illegal activity, overeating, overdrinking, reckless habits, etc. 2023 is a year of the rabbit. Usually a really relaxed and cool year, but negative water cannot be trusted. So be careful. Prayer and fasting would certainly help. Anyway, by mid-year, if you are Aries or Ashanti, you'll be doing well financially. Just take care of your health. Aries people or Ashanti people should focus on consistent daily exercise and avoid arguments of all kinds. Alcoholic drinks may do great damage to your liver this year. Still, you should expect a very prosperous year indeed. Now let's talk about the Taurus people. Are you Taurus, which is Mandingo? If so, you're born anywhere between April 20 to May 20. Okay. Now, you're compatible with Zulu people, which is Pisces, Fulani people, which is Cancer, Mandingo people, which is Taurus like yourself, Ibu, which is Ibu, Virgo, right? Masai, which is Scorpio, and Bole, which is Capricorn. The elements at work for you this year is earth and negative water. The element earth rules Taurus and negative water rules this year. You need to avoid a spiritual disaster in your life now. When negative water meets earth, we picture a situation where there may be heavy rain and too much water, where the earth becomes saturated and muddy and soggy, with landslides and flooding, and of course, followed by other disasters. So if you are Taurus or Mandingo, be extra careful this year. It is a horrible time to cheat on your lover or to interfere with another person's spouse. It may blow up in your face, my friend. You may be exposed in a dangerous and scandalous situation indeed. Taurus represents the biblical Reuben who has sex with his father's wife and got exposed and cursed. So, live clean this year, please. Don't say you have not been warned. It is important to note that out of negative water, which we call the sea, the dry land with mountains arose millions of years ago. The land seldom slides back into the sea, and unless there's an earthquake and subsequent tsunami, the sea keeps her boundary and leaves the land in its place. So know your place. People will forgive a tsunami, but a person may never forgive you for moral injustice. Anyway, this year promised to be a productive year for you if you are a Taurus or Mandingo woman or man. Be as disciplined and productive as you can. By mid-year, a large comet will pass through the constellation of Taurus. This particular comet is a significant one. Earth has not seen this comet for more than 500 years, maybe even more than 1,000 years. And yes, it will have an effect on all Taurus people, although astronomers are unsure of its actual effect. We just have to wait and see. Do some fasting this year, because overeating this year may be dangerous. It could make you sick, bring on diabetes and high blood pressure, or obesity and water retention. A comet passing through any one of the 12 constellations is dangerous because it affects adversely the people born in that particular constellation. Many years ago, a comet passed through the constellation Virgo, and the journal Science published a document saying that a vast number of Virgo people developed cataracts and other sicknesses of the eyes in many countries on earth that year. Many of those sicknesses actually went away sometime later, which was also very surprising. Anyway, this is a good time to buy real estate. If you are able to buy a piece of property, don't wait. Behave yourself with moderate indulgence and self-restraint, and 2023 for you will turn out great. Are you a Gemini person? Gemini is the Yoruba tribe, the tribe of Yoruba, May 21 to June 21. You're actually compatible with Shona people, that is Aquarius, Ashanti people, which is Aries, Yoruba people, which is also Gemini, Judah, which is Leo, Wolof, which is Libra, and Kikuyu, which is Sagittarius. Now, the element for Gemini is air. Because you see, the element that ruling this year for you is air and negative water. As I said before, the element for Gemini is air, and the element ruling 2023 is water. However, 2022 was ruled by positive water, but 2023 is ruled by negative water. When air is mixed with negative water, we imagine storms at sea. Many ships have been lost at sea because of stormy weather, namely high winds and huge tidal waves. It is important to note that Gemini is ruled by twins. The Bible lists those twins as Simeon, the hot-tempered warrior, and his brother Levi, the priest. Imagine taking a voyage on a ship and have two captains, one who attracts hurricanes and the other who is cool, calm, and collective, attracting calm seas. someone whose stewardship would lead the ship to calmer waters. And you have to choose which captain you would prefer to sail the ship without making the other captain feel rejected. What a balancing act. The only thing you could do is control your emotions, my friend. If you fail to do so, your voyage through 2023 will be very uncomfortable. Avoid raising your voice at anyone. Avoid unfair judgment on every level. The good news is that by November you will have land in sight, which means there will be a good degree of success in your business ventures. However, please stay with Levi the priest. Pray daily at your prayer time and face your direction of power, and you'll surely get a glimpse of what Almighty God have in store for you. Are you Cancer? If you're Cancer, that's the tribe of Fulani, June 22 to July 21. You're compatible with Zulu, which is Pisces, Mandingo, which is Taurus, Fulani, which is Cancer, Ibu, which is Virgo, Masai, which is Scorpio, and Bale, which is Capricorn. Those are the people you're compatible with, okay? The elements that play for you is water and negative water. Now, the element for Cancer is water. The element that rules 2023 is also water, but negative water. Negative water is unbearable water. Who could bear to cook with seawater? Who could cook a proper meal or even take a peaceful bath with an over-excessive amount of fresh water? Remember that too much of a good thing brings a negative experience, because it turns out to be a bad thing. You know that with time and experience, you could handle most things, but what would you do if you are suddenly given a tank with 50% of seawater and 50% of fresh water to cook, bathe, and water your plants daily? How could you handle something like that without divine intervention? The challenges you will face this year may place you between a rock and a very hard place, but you will overcome by October. Fear not, for God will not give you more than you can bear. This is a year in which you will be tested both in your love life and your career. And the worst thing you can do at this time is to show fear. Leo, are you a Leo born? The tribe of Judah, July 22 to August 21. You're compatible with Shona, which is Aquarius, Ashanti, which is Aries, Yoruba, which is Gemini, and Judah, which is Leo, Wolof, which is Libra, and Kikuyu, which is Sagittarius. It is important to note that Leo is ruled by fire and 2023 is ruled by water. And because fire and water are opposing forces, you should not expect everything to go smoothly. On top of that, the water this year is negative water, which is a much greater challenge. Last year, you had fire and positive water, which is great for cooking. Positive water is spring water, fresh water, and it speaks of a positive amount of such water, which was excellent for domestic living. But fire and negative water is a different ball game. Negative water means a negative amount of fresh water, which is either insufficient or too much water. Negative water is also seawater, which can't be helpful for cooking nor watering your plants. So this year will be a challenge indeed. Fire mixed with negative water reminds us of an undersea volcano. It is a danger that most people may never see, but it is the most dangerous of volcanoes. No amount of water could put out the fire in an undersea volcano. Therefore, in a year like this one, all fire sign people will be tested to the maximum. And Leo is the chief of all the fire signs. The good news is that this is the year of Dowdy, the rabbit, the most peaceful and diplomatic of the 12 types of people. And therefore, on one hand, things will be predictable and cool. And on the other hand, you should expect to be tested. Watch your words. Mind your temper. This year will bring an undersea volcanic eruption somewhere on planet Earth, and it will have an effect on people of the fire element and people of the water element and also people of the earth element as well. Hopefully it will not occur at full moon, because if that happens, there will no doubt be an earthquake and a possible tsunami. So, if you are a Leo, you have a responsibility. Being from the biblical tribe of Judah, it will be helpful for you to pray more than you normally do this year. And by September, you will receive a business proposal or a promotion or an idea of great value that can help you financially. Don't worry about enemies. They will naturally defeat themselves, fall on their own swords. But remember that your worst enemy could actually be yourself. So be kind to yourself and prove to your higher self, which is your God, that you have the discipline to control your emotions. Just remember the words of Emperor Haile Selassie, who once said these great words while facing the Italian invasion, while realizing that his military forces were nothing to compare with Italy's powerful barrage of bombs and airplanes and tanks. But our beloved emperor did not despair. He did not bow and surrender. He went into exile to make sure that the title King of Kings and Lord of Lords never fall into the hands of the enemy by his demise. He lifted up his voice to the heavens and said, "O positive force, O God of all gods, we know that even in the 20th and 21st centuries, the humble David will still defeat the great Goliath, because good over evil will always stand." If you are a Leo born African, that is exactly who you are. You are the Lion of Judah. You are the great King David, King Solomon, Fidel Castro. You are, in fact, Marcus Messiah Garvey. You are the great I am He, conquering and to conquer. Expect a great year 2023, but be alert as never before. Remember, you can accomplish what you will. Yes, are you from the sign of Virgo? That is the tribe of Igbo, August 22 to September 22. You are compatible with Zulu, which is Pisces, Mandingo, which is Taurus, Fulani, which is Cancer, Ibu, which is Virgo, Masai, which is Scorpio, and Bole, which is Capricorn. Okay? The elements at play for you this year, though, is earth and negative water. Now, Virgo or Ibu is ruled by the element earth, and 2023 is ruled by negative water. In this particular scenario, though, we think about a big lake with still water that runs deep into earth. This lake may be surrounded by plants, trees, flowers. This lake may be teeming with insects, birds, frogs, mosquitoes, lizards, a whole ecosystem. The earth around the lake should be fertile, a good place to plant vegetables. And the scene is beautiful indeed. And yes, there is danger in swimming in any lake. But the tranquility, the peacefulness, the beauty and shade of the overhead trees tells us that this year would be a a relaxed and quiet year for the Ibu people, commonly known as the Virgo people. All things being equal, you could expect a wonderful year. Then, maybe some entertaining. Someone who you have not seen for many years will make your acquaintance again. Perhaps an old school friend that you thought you would never see again. By the end of November, you may come down with the flu or a very bad cold, just like someone who has spent a long time near a lake. But in the final analysis, you will overcome this short sickness and be fine. In a year as relaxed as this one, you should visit elderly people, family members you haven't seen for a few years. And if someone in the family has hurt you in the past, this is a great time to let go and forgive. This is the life your ancestors would want you to live. It is now 1:48 in Jamaica. You're listening to Radio Jamaica. The show is Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. I'm your host, Majesty, with Jacob at the musical controls. Now, are you Libra? Oh my gosh, man. If you're a Libra, you're the tribe of Wolof. You know, Wolof is a very special tribe in Senegal. September 23 to October 22. Well, you know, you are compatible with Shona, which is Aquarius, Ashanti, which is Aries, Yoruba, which is Gemini, Judah, which is Leo, Wolof, which is Libra, and Kikuyu, which is Sagittarius. The elements that play this year for you is air and negative water. We all should know that air is the element for Libra and negative water the element for 2023. The air produced by Libra is balanced in its velocity, and negative water in this case reminds us of a beautiful waterfall. A panorama of unlimited water, not necessarily good for cooking and drinking, as it runs along the land for miles where it may be polluted by the dung of animals. But the wind blows nicely as water falls over boulders and cascade through the mountain and into the waiting valleys below. What a wonderful view. What natural balance. And so, if you are Wolof or Libra, this year is a momentous one for you. A time to get things done with a minimum of fuss. A time to finish projects that you had started and had abandoned years ago. By August, romance will be in the air for you, if you so desire, as members of the opposite sex will notice a glow in your face, a sparkle in your eyes. So wake up. It is up to you to make this a wonderful year. Take early morning walks. Enjoy the morning sun on your skin again. Tell someone you love them and not be ashamed of your words. Thank Father Time and Mother Nature for health, strength, and life. But hey, are you Scorpio? Scorpio is the tribe of Maasai, October 23 to November 21. It's a wonderful tribe in Kenya. Well, you're compatible with people from the Bole tribe, which is Capricorn, the Zulu tribe, which is Pisces, the Mandingo tribe, which is Taurus, Fulani, which is Cancer, Ibu, which is Virgo, and Maasai, which is Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is ruled by water. 2023 is ruled by negative fire. Picture a scene where a large river with its fresh water runs into the sea. It is a wonder of nature, and two waters meeting at a certain point. Some freshwater fish will be in bad health if they flow with the water into the sea, and some saltwater fish will be in very bad health if they swim up the freshwater river. And so the inhabitants of the sea and the river must make the right decision or be in trouble. Certain fish, though, like salmon, would gladly swim up the river, lay their eggs, and die upstream, for that is their destiny, seeing that they were born up the river in the first place. And so Scorpio or Masai is the most secretive sign, and things happen that are universal secrets under the silent observation of Scorpio. Hence, this year, if you are a Scorpio person, there's much you will learn. It is a time for you to read an interesting book, visit a library, and look for knowledge. The book is there. When you see it, guess what? You'll know it is the one. Anything you had hoped to study, this is the year to go for it. By April, you will notice that your awareness is magnified and your power of observation will be second to none. It is a great year to visit any beach that has a river entering the sea and take a bath somewhere on that beach. There's a unique blessing waiting for you. Remember to pray daily at your prayer time and face your direction of power. This year may well be a very prosperous year for you indeed. But remember, do not bathe at the exact spot where the fresh water mixed with the seawater. Don't do that. It's very dangerous current right there. But you can bathe at that beach, okay? This is now 1:53. And anyone who want to get a reading, then hey, give us a call. You can get us at 876-926-2178, 876-926-8631, or 876-926-7615. Let's go to line 1. Greetings and good night.
Oh,
Good night.
good night.
If you want to get a reading done, the time is now.
Yes, I would like to get a name reading, please.
A name reading. There you go. Let's do it. Call
K.
Pardon?
Oh, you need my name, K?
Yeah. Your name is K. K is on your birth paper?
Yes, K-A-Y.
K-A-Y. K. What's your middle name?
Angela with 2 L's.
A-N-G-E-L-L-A?
Yes.
Last name is what?
Davy, D-A-V-Y.
D-A-V-Y?
Yes.
Davy? D-A-V-Y, right?
Yes.
When is your birth date?
19th of March, 1966.
1966, right? If you're born in 1966, you're born the year of the horse, okay? That means you have the wisdom and the ways of the horse. In the African world, we don't call you a horse. We call you Gamba. So you're from the house of Gamba, okay? You're born in 19th day, and 19 means lucky, greatly fortunate. A good bet to win honor, fame, and fortune in the near future according to plan. So you could do well in planning if you go that route, all right? Let me decode your name. Because K is number 2, A1, Y7. With Angela, we got A1, N5, G7, E5, L3, L3, A1. And with David, we got D4, A1, V4, Y7. Let's go back to K. K only got one vowel, that is A, and that's number 1. So your mentality number for K is 1. That make you stubborn but godly. Absolutely sure of yourself. Okay? Your personality number is 9. Well, 9 is a fighting spirit, you know. You will make strong friends and strong enemies without even trying to make enemies. And a trait of hot temper as well, right? And when you add them together, you got 10. 10 means that you're very proud, very honorable, and your greatest progress is for you to stick to whatever you're doing until it's completed, okay?
Yeah.
But Angela, the mentality number is 7. What is 7 about? Now, I can tell you that 7 means great independence. Great independence. A lover of constant changes. People under this number make famous writers. They are dreamers, clairvoyant. You have powers of magnetism over others who do your bidding, full of new ideas, great learning, great insight into what made the world go wrong, and you're generally a winner, okay? You there? Phone card gone. Okay. Personality number is 18. 18 features a number of family quarrels or violent fights. It's a number that may actually break up your family life. Be on your guard. Watch everything carefully. Avoid the peril by good, cool judgment and self-control, even while standing firmly for justice and rights. 18 is a number of genius and insanity too, so choose which you would have and be watchful. And 25 is your destiny for Angela. Now, 25 is a number of protection, great protection, because it is a number of prophetic dreams and visionary sight. It actually guards you against the evils of black magic, witchcraft, and stuff like that. A number giving strength and endurance against great obstacles. Therefore, you will overcome trouble, overcome money worries, and overcome illness. Successful in the face of strife because of courage, and you will develop a strong willpower to guarantee a rich future. That is nice. But David, the mentality number is 1 that makes you stubborn but godly. And the personality number is 15. Well, 15 is good, because 15 is a favorable number for getting money and favors from others. This number means you are a good public speaker, one who holds the attention of others. It is a number of magic and strong mystery. People under this number are great natural magicians. You could use prayer or positive thinking to achieve your personal aim. So 15 is good, but when you add them together, the destiny is 16, which is not good, because 16 is really a destructive number. It brings upheaval, earthquake, chaos, danger, explosions. The vibration of this number is negative. Great care is needed, or danger and great defeat would be the result. Love and marriage seldom ever work out happily. But there's a higher quality to this number, which, if carefully understood, you can overcome the perils and point the path of success and glory. I suppose you have to be very forgiving if your love life is to work out. Now, your full mentals now is 9, which is a fighting spirit, and it have something to do with long living, right? And your full personality, hold on, is 32. You need to avoid smoking or being around serious negative smoke, or you end up with problems with your lungs. Serious thing. Anyway, what does 32 really mean? This number has magical properties. You must be careful not to let your plans be destroyed by other people's recklessness and bad judgment. Success assured in most operations. People under this number will have many friends, fine social and work connections, but there's a danger of yielding to evil, especially in moral habits. Avoid smoking, excess drinking, and gambling. Hold on. Your destiny is 41. It says you must control your passion. Women under this number are often accused of being flirts, even if they're not. But generally, your affairs will work out good. This number promises you a great future. Now, your numbers of interest would be 1, 9, 10, 7, 18, and 25. And your prayer time is midday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's the middle of the day. And your direction of power is south. So face the south in the middle of the day and pray. And you will see great changes in your life. It's now 2:27 in Jamaica. 2:27. Greetings.
Hello, good night.
Yeah, how you do?
I'm okay.
Okay, you can get a reading. What you want?
Yes, I would like a reading.
What kind?
Normal reading.
But they're all them normal, you think them abnormal? What you want? You want a card reading?
Card reading, yes.
So are you accusing the name reading of being abnormal? Not true.
No.
I'm not going to allow that. I'm not going to allow that. So let's do it. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
4.
4. Come again.
7.
Well, you have a fan spinning there?
No.
Because I keep hearing this a sound, uncomfortable sound. Where's a? I
Hello?
know where it's coming from. You don't have no radio on, right?
No, I don't have no radio on.
All right. Give me another number from 1 to 10.
Okay, 9.
Come again.
2.
Come again.
6.
Come again.
1.
Come again.
3.
That's it. Now here goes. Do you have a daughter? There's a daughter and a son here. What do you have?
Yes, I have 3 sons, 1 daughter.
Okay, well, at least 1 daughter and 1 son is going to be very prosperous, okay?
Yes.
You have a card here now called change, which means that you need to make some kind of a change. Perhaps you need to change your diet,
Okay.
Are you eating things that you don't think you should be eating?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Who exactly are you eating? Pigs?
No. I mostly eat chicken and this is starchy food.
Starchy foods?
Like flour rice.
Ooh, them is foods that make you can't do after a while.
No, but
You get any sinus problems?
yes, sometimes.
But that's the problem, they make you get constipated and then mess with your sinus, right? A lot of people get sinus problems, but they don't understand different things give sinus problems,
Okay.
You ever feel like up in your nose scratch you all the time?
No, not in my nose.
Where?
Ears.
Huh?
My ears, and sometimes
your ears?
bottom of my high puffy like.
True. Well, another cause of that may be the kind of sinus problems where you're constipated.
Okay.
Do you go to the toilet and get familiar with your toilet every day?
No, it's really when we eat like wheat things, we go to the toilet like 3 times sometimes.
But sometimes you miss a couple of days from the toilet?
Not really, just once in a blue moon.
Well, make sure that moon don't get blue anymore, okay?
Okay.
It's not a good sign. But you have some little tiny animals that go up in people's nose and live up in there,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, them very tiny.
Okay.
And them ugly. Trust me, you don't want to see them. You got to see them through some kind of microscope, right?
Okay.
They are called dust mites.
Okay.
Them live in dust,
Okay.
and they go up in your nose, and them create family up there.
Okay.
Them have sex and chill out and make babies and nothing up in your nose,
Okay.
right? Could you imagine that?
Mm-mm.
Now, when you see that happening, you really don't know what's going on. Listen, the human body, right,
Yeah.
is a hotel
Okay.
for all kind of gangsters,
Okay.
You got some parasites, you got some worms and some other things that too ugly to be called worms. And then you got, if you eat pork and stuff like that, you may have a tapeworm that can grow for 40 feet long, big snake in your belly, and you don't know.
Oh.
No, I'm not trying to make you frightened,
No, we're not frightened.
right? But one evening I was driving on the North Coast, right?
Yeah.
And one of the biggest signs me ever see, a huge sign, right?
Yeah.
You know what, Mark? It
What?
mark, know your pork.
Okay.
Mama, when I see that sign in the park, me carry, and I get to and I laugh. I say, but I would shake that man hand because the man's a genius. I mean, what the man is actually saying, right? That is not all pigs will make you sick, right?
Okay.
That is not all pigs have these things, right?
Yeah.
I can make up something like that, Mama. The man have a big sign, big like a house in a Martin. No, the only thing written on the sign is know your pork.
Okay.
Lick off my head completely, right? I laugh till a week. Because to me, it's spectacular advertising, you know. So if you're even planning to stop eat pork, you say, you know, something, I can check this bread, you know, and get some proper procured pork, right? Then the pigs probably get proper, the good doctor. No. Know your pork. Anyway,
Okay.
but let me apologize to that brethren if his pigs really is as good as him say, you know?
Okay.
Remember, the man not telling you that his pigs is the best, the man just telling you, know your pork.
Okay.
And you know that can draw you to him now, you know.
Yeah.
Because he must know the secret to how to get his pigs without parasites.
Okay.
But the reason why it is written in the scripture that you shouldn't eat pork is because a pig is really a scavenger.
Okay.
They're supposed to be eating garbage.
Right.
Remember, pigs were created at a time when
Yeah.
no one would expect a garbage truck to come, right?
Uh,
You understand?
yeah.
And you know, if you eat pork like on now, what's your age now?
Next 2 weeks, I'm 57.
Well, you really should, you know, based on the cards that come up there, you really should leave pork alone. Or just get to know your pork.
I don't buy that meat.
Huh?
Just get a little piece, but a long time I haven't eaten that from Christmas. Me taste piece, me not taste again. I just a little piece.
You know, people who like pork really love it. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a card here that says imagination. Hold on. Have you been married?
No, never.
Have you been telling yourself that you will never get married?
Liquor out sometimes, not all the time. But I want it.
You know, marriage brings a very high degree of honor, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if marriage do anything for men, but it do a lot for women,
Yeah.
right? It can make men lose their property. But it does a lot for women, you know, make women feel like them really, you know, honored, you know.
Yeah.
I guess if I was a woman, I would want to get married like right now, you know.
Okay.
Them kind of way there. But there's a card called imagination that shows that you must imagine what it is that you need. Just imagine it and bring it about, okay?
Okay.
Your imagination is a power, you know, and your tongue, you know. All right. You have a Mr. Man?
Yes.
Really? So wait, when is his birthday?
He born in June, he said Gemini. I write down the date, but I can't remember what I write it down.
So you don't remember what year he born?
Yes, 1984.
You sure he born 1984?
Yes, he says he's 39.
Huh?
He says he's 39, and he said this year he will be 40.
So he born 1984.
Yeah.
Okay, how long you been together with him?
A month now.
Well, you know, in a month, all relationships are perfect, okay?
Okay.
But let me explain something to you. I told you born in the year of the horse, right?
Yeah.
All right. And I'm about to tell you that he's born the year of the rat, you know? Mama, you want some fun?
Yeah.
Carry your pet rat, you see?
Yeah.
And let go that little scamp in a horse stable and hide behind one tree and tell me what happened. Just hide behind the tree. Right? And tell me what you see happen. Because I'm telling you, that whole horse stable can get mashed up. Rats drive horses crazy, you know. Them broke them foot, them do all kind of hey. When the man who own that horse have to go shoot that horse, kill it, because if 2 foot them broke up, man, it mash up the whole place. Rats drive horses crazy. So if you're together for a month, on a sweet, you know. Okay?
To do what?
If you're together for a month, that is sweet.
Okay.
But after a year or two, you could start becoming very irritated by each other. Now, hold on. When you say A, you must say B, you know. You and this man can be soulmates, you know. Listen, soulmates break every astrological rule. So I don't want to tell you that you and this man not going to work out. No, I wouldn't tell you that, right?
Yeah.
I will tell you that if it don't work out, don't blame the brethren.
Yeah.
Okay? Because it usually don't. Right?
Yeah.
But I tell you, you got a thing called the soulmate phenomenon that freak out everybody, where two people who not supposed to be together end up perfect. And that usually happen. It can happen by you being a horse and born during the hours of the rat, right?
Yeah.
And then the rat now born during the hours of the horse, and then he will have a lot of horse in him, and you have a lot of rat in you, right? It could get ridiculous like that, and then you'll have a better time. So don't bother give up on the brethren, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, it is sky drop down on your head. Just don't bother blame me. I told you it's possible, right?
Okay.
There's a card here called the Wheel of Fortune, the luckiest card in the entire deck, the only card that say that you could win the lottery. Mama, hopefully you win that lottery, right?
Okay.
And you have a card here now called Intuition. What happened to your daddy?
He died a long time.
Were you close to him?
Oh?
Were you ever close to him?
Yes, I'm close to him.
Okay. Well, this
No,
card...
I'm not close to my father. I didn't close to my father, but I'm close to my stepdad because he's been growing.
Oh, so your stepdad become your real daddy?
Yeah.
Okay. But you have a king card. It's a king with a sword, which means that you have the blessings of whichever daddy own you, right?
Yeah.
But you may actually end up getting married, you know, because you pull a king card, right?
Yeah.
And whoever this man is, he wear a uniform. Does your man wear a uniform?
He used to be, but he's a businessman.
He used to wear a uniform?
Yeah.
Oh, he used to be a policeman?
Soldier.
A soldier? Well, that's even worse. Or better. So who knows? Maybe he can still be the one, okay?
Okay.
So don't bother dashing me, you know.
No.
Because all kind of things work. You have a card here now called well-being, which means that your health is not bad, you know.
Okay.
You have any varicose veins?
Yes.
Let me talk about the varicose veins. Is it behind your leg?
Yes. On to the side of my leg.
Yeah. So how big those veins are?
All right. The one to the side of my leg, they itch up like some cobweb.
Yeah.
That bunch of them. Fine one. And then you have few stringy one behind the leg, just coming out behind the back of the leg.
All right. Listen carefully, right? You have a pen?
Pen? No, I would have. Let me get it.
It is now 2:41 in Jamaica. You're listening to Radio Jamaica. The show is Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. You find a pen yet, ma'am?
Hello?
You find a pen?
Yes.
All right, listen carefully. Now, varicose veins is something that you can control them well, but you need to constantly take vitamin B complex.
B complex.
Vitamin C.
Yes.
And vitamin E.
Yes. I'm taking vitamin E now.
Okay. Very good. But you need vitamin B complex.
Okay.
And vitamin C as well. Okay?
Okay, that's the plain vitamin C. Vitamin C now too.
You take a vitamin C right now?
Yeah.
And vitamin E?
Yes.
So you just need B complex now to add with them?
The B complex, that's the capsules one?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Right? But you need a herb.
Okay.
And the name of that herb is a herb called Mistletoe.
Mistletoe.
You know mistletoe? Do you know mistletoe?
I heard about it, but M-I-S?
M-I-S-T-L-E-T-O-E, mistletoe.
M-I-S.
M-I-S-T-L-E-T-O-E.
T-O-E. Yes, I heard about mistletoe.
If you want to know what it look like,
Yeah.
visit somebody who have a Christmas tree, right?
Yeah.
And them have all kind of foolishness on the Christmas tree. But along the foolishness, them have a false herb, like a vine,
Yes.
that them wrap the tree around the tree.
Okay.
If you see a vine looking exactly like that, that is mistletoe.
I can get it at the herb shop?
Yes.
Okay.
Right? It grow well, it'll grow all over the place, but people don't pay it no mind.
Okay.
You know, your mommy just...
So you boil it and drink it?
You don't boil herbs.
You draw it.
Right,
The
you boil the
and
water, put in the herbs,
Yeah.
and cover down the thing, let it draw.
Okay. So what amount do you drink?
You can drink any amount, but 1 cup a day is good for you.
Okay, a cup.
Okay?
Okay.
1 cup a night before you go bed.
Okay.
Mistletoe. Okay?
Okay.
You have something bothering you differently?
Yes. My son. I have a son that has schizophrenia.
He's schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Does he cuss and carry on?
You know, carry on now, but once like about 2 weeks ago, he tell me, say, he tell me some nasty word when I not like sometimes.
He tell you what to go do with your mother and them thing there?
No, they tell me, me stink and me suck man this and me
Oh,
that.
right. But he's truly schizophrenic, right?
Yeah.
Now, you need to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
His body produces a chemical
Yeah.
that goes to his brain, you know,
Yeah.
that trigger him off like that, you know.
Okay. But sometimes he just sit there silent, like he will just step on his computer or his phone.
Yeah.
It's for the whole day, we did it the whole day, and sometimes we just go sleep and get up again on our phone and it again and so on.
Well,
And
thank God for the thank God for the technology.
Used to be at work, used to up and down, and then now he now up and down, he just want to sit in the house and me try to get him out, but he don't want to come out.
Oh, so he become withdrawn.
Yeah.
You know, there's a herb called skullcap.
Yeah, me know skullcap.
Now, if you can mix that with rosemary
Yes.
and vervain,
Yeah.
what them call vervain in Jamaica.
Yes, I know vervain very well.
But it don't name vervain, you know, it's vervain.
Vervain.
V-E-R-V-A-I-N.
Okay.
It's not a vine, you know.
Okay.
So if you hear about vervain, you may go looking for a vine, it's not that.
No,
right?
I know it. I know it. I know it. Good.
You know how much vervain you know? How much
The
text you
one
know?
with something like something come up in the middle and then you have some little purple.
Yeah, man, you know, but 2 different vervain grow in Jamaica.
I don't know, that's one I know.
You know the blue vervain, right?
Yes.
But you have a white vervain too, you know.
Okay.
Yes, man, all 2 of them good.
Okay. So you
Right.
said it and the skullcap and what else?
Well, rosemary.
Oh, rosemary.
The only one problem is to get him to drink it. No.
You may drink it sometime. You may drink it.
If you can get him to drink it, it would really help him.
Okay.
But he not that bad, you know.
Okay.
You got some of them, man, mash up the place, man.
One time he do that. Long time he did that.
Listen, man, I know. I don't really know the lady, but there's a lady who have 2 sons
Yeah.
who schizophrenic.
Yeah.
And one day, the younger, the 2 mash
Were
up.
them at once?
One time, and with the younger, the 2 mash up the shop,
Gotcha.
mash up the house, and then he decide that not good enough, him have to mash up his mother too.
Oh, Jesus.
And she have this 3rd son that kind of cool, you know?
Yeah.
And he had to kill his big brother before his big brother killed the mother.
Oh, Jesus.
And then the other schizophrenic son, now he can just sit down there waiting like, I don't know. And then the one that almost killed the mother who died was telling people that he kind of liked when that feeling reached him. You make him feel powerful, you know.
Okay.
But you know, listen, an idiot is an idiot, man. Because I'm supposed to know that is something that is the closest thing to demonic, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not really demonic, you know.
You talk a lot in his speech.
Yeah, but
sometimes we all call, you know.
Yeah, but demons can easily write them.
Snake a come fame or this a come fame or whatever.
No, them hear voices.
Yeah.
Them hear voices, but I wouldn't put it down to demonism alone.
Yeah.
Them body produce a chemical that goes to the brain.
Okay.
You know? You had
but
any...
when I give him a lot of this white pill name, what's it name again? It have zinc in there sometimes. It kind of helps him.
That keep him calm?
Yes.
Oh, and him actually take that pill from you?
What did you just say?
Him take the pill?
He's taking tablet, but me can't make him know because he say not take no more, so I have to put it in his food or in drink.
Oh, you put it in them things?
Yeah. But this other supplement that me give him sometime with it have zinc in it. What's his name again?
No, don't ask me what the name. I don't know what name.
Yeah.
You was the one that have the thing. You was the one that's supposed to tell me what name.
Yeah.
So, you don't worry yourself.
Yeah.
At least he's a boy that trying to be calm, you know?
Yeah. And
some of them don't care, huh?
And he was very bright and he went to a good high school.
Yes, you know, but when that take over, it lick everything out. Lick everything out to you, you know.
Because he says he get everything.
Yeah, lick everything out to you, man. Right?
And you first tell me that he have it, you know, when me never know same have it, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
what you told me.
Listen, let me tell you something. I think that there's a connection between fried chicken and the body producing this weird chemical that goes to the brain.
Okay.
There's a connection between fried chicken and violence too, you know, violent behavior, you know.
Yes.
There's something about all the elements in fried chicken.
Okay.
I mean, analysts say that if you take the young people off fried chicken, they become very calm.
Okay.
So fried chicken, there's something wrong with it somewhere.
Okay, so that means I shouldn't eat fried chicken then.
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't fry chicken. Me cooking chicken, me just cook it down.
Right.
Steam it down.
No, not only that, you know, but most
to eat what if I fried chicken?
Yeah, but you see the chickens that run up and down.
Yeah.
I have a cock that come visit them and make them lay eggs.
Yeah.
Them is the right chickens, though.
I know that. I know.
Them is the right chicken. Them have a life, right? Yeah. But when you get in chicken feed from foreign, you don't really know in it, right?
Right.
So, anyway, I don't want to lick out against chicken farmers and all kind of thing, make them depressed.
Yeah.
But I do know one thing for sure. When you raise chickens and you have on a bright light in their coop right through the night, right?
Yes.
The chicken don't experience nighttime, so they don't sleep.
Oh, okay.
So they have to eat 24/7s, and they make them fat. But some of them get heart attack and die, you know, in that cub.
Okay.
Just imagine you don't get no sleep at all. You don't have no life. You don't lay no egg.
No.
You never get a baby. There's no cock in the area. What's really going on? Mama, don't get me started. You take care of yourself here.
Okay, you thank you.
Bless it.
Have a good night.
It's now 2:51 in Jamaica. I think people need to make a decision to eat, you know, things that they can understand. And feed these things in ways that them know exactly what they're feeding them. That's my view. 2:51 in Jamaica. Greetings. Yeah, how you do?
Far, you know.
Huh?
I'm saying so far.
So far. Where you calling from? In Jamaica?
Yeah.
You sound far, man. You sound like you're somewhere near the Soviet Union, man. You sure you're not in Ukraine right now fighting? All right. Let's talk. What kind of reading would you like?
Card, you know.
Huh?
Card.
Card reading. Let's do it. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10. 2. Come again.
4.
Come again.
5.
Come again.
8.
Come again.
1.
Come again.
4.
Come again.
9.
Okay. Your first card here shows, wow, how old are you now?
37.
Where exactly is your mother?
Not home, you know?
Huh?
At home.
How you get along with your mommy?
Alright, so far, you know?
You see her often?
Now and then.
Oh, hold on. There's something going on though. How often you really give your mother anything?
Good one, you know?
Months, right?
Months, years.
Years?
Yeah, man.
So wait, hold on, man, hold on. Your mother there in Jamaica?
Yeah.
So, no, I'm looking at a certain card here, right?
Yeah.
And I find myself asking myself, why you treat your mother so? What she do you so?
I really do well.
Did she breastfeed you?
Like that, yes.
Lion, a man can't treat his mommy like that, man. No, sir. So you have any children?
No.
You're not hoping to make children, right? Because if you have a child and a child treat you how you treat your mother, you can ball, you know. Lion, go and visit your mommy, my brethren. Visit your mother, okay?
Yeah.
If your mother die right now, and somebody called and said that your mother died, could you imagine how you feel right now? Huh?
Yeah.
You feel awful, not you?
Yeah, man.
Bridget, how much children your mother have? 8. So you feel that Chu is a whole heap on her, she not gonna miss you, right? Well, it doesn't work that way, you know. Go and look for your mother. You need a vibe from your mother. You have a woman right now?
No.
Oh. Let me tell you something, right? There is an unspoken truth. There's a certain truth that is not in Bible or in church, but it's the truth, okay?
Yeah.
Now, your mother is the most important woman in your life, you know? Okay?
Yeah.
And now she bring you come, right?
Yeah.
So now, if you want whoever is that create women, right, to send a good one for you, you better treat your mother right, okay?
Alright.
Because in my imagination, there's a female leader called Mother Nature, you know. And she's the leader of all women. And if you don't treat certain key women properly, it don't make sense for her to send you another one, right?
Yeah.
If you give a youth something and don't treat it good, you don't give him another one, right? That way some man get old and don't have no woman and then them blame woman and say the woman them don't have no love and them wicked. Go and give your mother some love, my brethren. Carry something for your mommy. You have another card here now. And with
what for the first one?
The first card?
Yeah.
The first card is the Empress, you know. The Empress is the wife of the Emperor, right? But if it comes as your first card, it means that you need to pay attention to your mother. You have another card here now, the King of Conception. What happened to your daddy?
He's around, you know?
Well, I asked you to see him.
I see him too when it's good one.
Oh, what kind of runaway pancake you are? No, man, you shouldn't flex like that, man. Go look for your parents, man. Please.
Alright, then.
Look for your parents, man. Alright? Okay?
Yeah.
Listen, man, I got a few children, right? And if they don't pay me no mind, oh, that would hit me very hard. Real hard. Okay?
Yeah.
I prefer somebody beat me with a rope and tie me to a tree and give me some more than my child don't check for me. See?
Yeah.
You have a card here now called Valor. Hold on. Anybody ever tried to kill you? Ever?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know if things sound pretty sure, but most likely.
Would you suspect that?
Yeah.
But this card here shows a person coming under attack, so you better watch yourself, okay?
Alright.
And avoid companions that don't have no respect for life. Here?
Yeah.
If you have any companions that don't have no respect for human life, keep far from them. You got people like that, You got people who don't care about life, about human life. You have another card here now called the Priest. And the Priest is a card that shows, in this position, it shows that you need to pray. When is your birthday?
Last week Monday.
When is the date? What date that?
30.
The 30th. But
But
30 means a great thinker, a person able to handle huge, important affairs. But you did not get the level of education you're supposed to get,
Yeah.
You have another card here now called Speed. You plan to buy a car?
No.
You don't drive nor ride nothing?
No, let me let that position.
Okay, but hear me now. There's going to be a big change in your life over the next few years, And you're going to have things, but you need the blessings of your parents. Here?
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Don't be rude to them. Go visit them. Humble yourself. And then you got the King of Cups, which means that someday you're going to actually get married to. Right? Also, an opportunity will come to travel. Have you ever been arrested? Huh?
Yeah, man.
You ever get locked up for a long period?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know what bad company is about, right?
Yeah. I'm not really bad company.
But bad things happen, right?
Yeah.
Please, do everything in your power to turn a proper leaf, okay?
Okay.
Because don't lose hope, Don't lose faith. You can still, based on your cards, you are still a winner. Okay?
Yeah.
But if you're able to reach out to your parents, reach out to them, okay? Listen, over the phone is one thing, but if you're in the same country with them, you ought to go and physically go touch them. Here?
All right.
There's something about the connection that you need to do. You need to connect. All right?
Yeah.
You ever do any farming ever?
No. Just man like around here, but not around me interested.
Okay. Your father do anything that interests you at all?
Well, he's a mason and carpenter,
Uh-huh.
A mason, but still.
You do mason work?
Yeah.
So both of you is construction people, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot you most likely can learn from him, right?
Yeah.
You need to have conversations, One morning you wake up and you hear that people die and you feel so awful to know that you never even really get to flex with them, you never get to really know them properly,
Yeah.
It hurts, it hurt bad, man.
Really, man.
Sometimes you go to a funeral and see some people behave bad, you don't know why them get along so bad, Don't feel awful, don't feel guilty, don't feel the worst, them feel the worst way to know that them lose an opportunity to actually know someone that create them.
Yeah.
Don't let that happen to you.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, I remember going to my mother's funeral, and we were all there. Okay, we shed a tear, but we were smiling most of the time because we, the children, had spent a lot of quality time with her. You know.
Yeah.
We, the children, had make sure that she don't miss us for too long. So we, the children, we were okay. We know it was her time, and we had to accept that we were okay. But you go to some other funerals and the children want to jump in the grave and they want to kill themselves, and man want to run under a car, and man want to go under the hearse and lay down and ray, right?
Oh, well, me see that one time, you know.
Yes, man, you got man fall in grave and bust up him head. Hey.
When the casket go up, the brother jump on top of the casket, I don't want to pull him off.
Yes, man, you're temporarily insane because, right?
But the brother didn't use to treat his mother. I tell his mother anything.
Him do what?
No, me say, before mother died, tell his mother anything.
Cause her.
Alright.
Yes, man, but you see when she finally leave him, then it hit him how important she was in his life. He never see the importance, you know, till he lose her, you know.
Yeah.
He lucky no matter no. I'm telling you, we need to really and truly learn to really love. Not true?
Yeah, man.
Something wrong with the whole of it, you know. We need to learn to love. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we missing a screw, man. Definitely. You take it easy here.
I don't know one thing before, but I think my name Kabbalah. What is real Kabbalah?
The Kabbalah?
Yeah.
The Kabbalah would be more like a Jewish Bible. You know, the Jews have their things, their holy books. You got Kabbalah and the Torah and Ray, right?
Yeah.
And them have their illusion as to who God is to them, you know, like them is God's favorite Pitney and Ray. You understand? They really seriously believe that them is God's favorite Pitney, and anybody that's a Gentile and them is Jews and them kind of way there, right? So they have them, but see the Kabbalah now. The Kabbalah is a book of some very high truth. Okay, it's not a devilism, you know. It explains the tree of life. It explains life in a certain metaphysical way. It is really a great book to behold, you know. All right, you see the Bible?
Yeah.
If you have a Christian mind, the Bible is your special book, right?
Yeah.
But if you're Jewish now, your special book may be like the Torah and the Kabbalah. But the Kabbalah is it is very scientific. You understand? And
you know the author people name Rev Burge.
Pardon?
Rev Burge.
The what?
No, it's a man me ask about him. His name Rev Burge.
No, that don't sound familiar. He's a writer?
Yeah.
Oh, he have books too.
No, there's one.
Oh. What his book deal with?
Kabbalah.
Or he explained the Kabbalah?
Yeah, just some literature, not really. You have other one, you know, but that just really tell about certain truth, as I have to say.
Okay, put it this way. Don't be afraid of any book. Here? Don't do that. Because a lot of our people let people trick them and fool them about this book bad and that book evil. If a book if a book is about witchcraft, don't bother read it. Waste the time, right?
Yeah.
You're not a witch. But if a book is like the Kabbalah, which deal with the tree of life and God and the angels and things, check it out.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
You have other books there that everybody should have. Books like the 6 and 7 Book of Moses. That's an excellent book. That book teaches you how to actually use the Bible. That is actually the search engine for the Bible that King James took out of the Bible, you know.
Yeah,
The Bible is almost an empty shell without the 6 and 7 book of Moses.
But some people say something about evil book.
No. 6 and 7 book of Moses, not the evil book. I've never seen evil in the 6 and 7 book of Moses. Right? You see, these people who taught these things never even look in the book.
Yeah, then just go for them here.
They never look in the book. Our people tend to find all kind of reasons to not suck up literature. When last you see a black person read a book? When last you see them read a book? The man them don't even read a newspaper. Right?
Yeah,
Go anywhere in Jamaica and come back and tell me where you see a man reading a book right now. You know, it's ridiculous. And then they want to which books no good. Which books would mad you.
Yeah,
but if a book mad you, you'd have done mad already. Right?
Yeah.
Okay? Listen, a European man who you would call a white man, and read any and every book him see. He is interested in knowledge and knowing more, right?
Yeah.
But a black man will spend too much time listening to other black man tell him rubbish about that book no good and that book scary and that book will mad him and he get afraid of knowledge. Knowledge become a forbidden thing, right?
Yeah.
If a book tell you straight up that it dealing with witchcraft, leave it alone. Okay, tell you where to deal with, right? Yeah. Books any book that deal with God, check it out.
Yeah.
Okay? Whether Bible, Kabbalah or whatever, check them out. Them dealing with the truth of the universe. Check it out.
Yeah.
All right. You take it easy.
Yeah, you know, one more thing before you go. Father kind of hard of hearing. Father kind of hard of hearing.
Who hard of hearing?
Father.
Your father hard of hearing?
Yeah, you have to repeat one thing over and over.
Because he hard of hearing?
Yeah.
Well, he can get a hearing aid, you know. You can come to the doctor and see if he get a hearing aid. But, you know, the juice of the red onion may be of some help to him.
Okay.
You can grate the red onion and squeeze out the juice and use it as ear drops. Put a drop in his ear every morning, every night.
All right, then.
Well, he used to be around loud sound systems?
No.
So what make his hearing go bad?
Carpentry, you know.
Huh?
Carpentry and mason. So sometimes maybe you might have a cup of deck in our heart, you know.
Oh. The juice of the red onion, right? The juice of the red onion should be helpful, right? There's a hold on. Something. Let's see here now. There's a combination, a herbal combination named Immune Aid, right?
Yeah.
Or that's Immune Aid as IMMUN.
Hold on. Bueno,
IMMUN, Immune Aid, AID.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can get him the B&B extract.
B extract.
B&B extract.
Yeah.
Now, Immune Aid boosts immunity, thereby helping with ear infections, right?
Okay.
You have a next name, Echina Gar. That's ECHINA. That's Echina Gar, GUARD, right? It is a liquid.
Yeah.
It's made from echinacea extract. It's excellent for small children with ear infections, and the B&B extract can be placed in the ear or taken internally. It's also used to aid poor equilibrium and nervous conditions, right?
Okay.
But even though it's good for small children, it can help elders too. But the single herbs to use for anybody with ears problems, there's a herb called, you ever hear about black cohosh?
Yeah.
But this one is blue cohosh, good for the ears, right?
Okay.
Garlic oil. You can actually make garlic oil. You know, you can boil up some garlic in virgin olive oil and make garlic oil, right?
Okay.
You got mullein oil. And you got herbs like skullcap and St. John's wort. That is helpful, right?
Yeah.
The person may also need vitamins A, B complex, and vitamin C. And the minerals is calcium and zinc, right?
Yeah.
But if you get books like Back to Eden book,
Yeah.
it can give you a lot of pointers, you know. Or you can buy the Global Herb Manual by Z Fortis Ven. Those people there make some good books that tell things. But to drop a few drops of the red onion juice in his ear may actually help.
All right, let me let him know that.
You understand?
Yeah.
I have no way of being sure that it will help him, but I know that we've seen it work for many elders in the past.
Okay.
When you hear somebody have an ear infection or ear problem, you don't really know what actually caused it. And not knowing the cause is a serious thing because you don't know what angle to approach it. But it is safe to use the red onion juice. I never heard having any side effects. Okay.
All right, man.
All right. So you take it easy, man.
All right, bless up.
But you can you write? You can write, right?
Yeah.
Can your father read?
Yeah, supposed to.
So supposed to. You know your daddy.
Yeah.
So when you go visit him, you could write down things and let him read it, so that you don't have to shout or, strain yourself. You can write, let him read what you write.
All right, then.
You understand?
Yeah.
All right. You take it easy now.
Bless up.
Bless it. Don't desert your parents, please.
All right.
It is a sad thing to do. Very, very sad thing. Mash up your blessings too, okay?
Yeah, I'm not do that.
Good. Irie. It's now 3:14, 14 minutes after the hour of 3 o'clock. This is Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. Greetings.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
greetings. How can we help you? You can get a name reading or a card reading. What would you like?
A card reading.
When is your birthday?
The 19th of September, 1997.
Okay. So you're born in 19th. 19 actually is a very auspicious birth date, 19
Okay.
what? September?
Yes.
1997?
Yes.
Okay. 19 means lucky, greatly fortunate. A good bet to win honor, fame, and fortune in the near future according to plan. Okay? All right?
Okay.
You're born 1997. Let's see what we have here. You're born the year of the ox, okay?
Okay.
So you would be a super hardworking person, Mm-hmm. In the African world, we call you Bandele. You're from the house of Bandele, okay?
Okay.
But in China, they say you're an ox lady, all right? Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
4.
4. Come again.
6.
Come again.
3.
Come again.
5.
Come again.
8.
Come again.
2.
Come again.
8.
That's it, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so your first card here is called Well-Being. Well-Being. All right? You get any problems with yeast infections?
No.
Okay, listen carefully. Dress loosely. Do you wear pants?
Used to.
Or if you wear pants a lot, you're going to get that problem. Your body must breathe, okay?
Okay.
Well-being shows that your health is going to improve. You had any health issues in recent times?
No.
Well, your health is still going to improve, but you need to exercise though, okay?
Okay.
Well-being is a good start, good card. Your second card here now is called Judgment. Have you ever been pregnant?
No.
How old you are now?
25.
Okay. Well, if or when you get pregnant, avoid having any abortion unless it is something that's life-threatening, okay?
Okay.
You're going to make babies for sure. Possibly two, all right?
Okay.
There's another card here now called the Hangman, suggesting that you need to eat properly, eat more green leafy vegetables, all right?
Okay.
And there's a card here now called Energy, and it have a something about it that suggests that you're going to have to live overseas for a while. You ever thought of traveling?
Yes.
You have another card here, and it shows strength. So you're going to have a daughter who will be a major source of strength in your life, okay?
Okay.
And you have another card here now that shows that sometimes you may feel under attack. You ever feel as though somebody working something against you?
Yes.
What kind of feeling that?
Sometimes it feels like, things are not going your way.
No, but things don't go nobody's way. You think things going God's way? Things don't go nobody's way. If one thing not happening, the next thing gonna happen. If one thing don't fail to happen, something else will fail to happen, right?
Okay.
Look, are you working?
No.
Are you looking for a job?
Yes, I am.
Okay, but it's a specific type of job you're looking for?
Yes.
Okay. No, you're going to have to be more flexible, okay?
Okay.
If you're like a dry twig and you try to bend, you'll break. You have to be like a green shrub that can bend, which means if you don't get what it is that you're looking for, you take something else.
Okay.
But ultimately, it's best to have do your own business, okay?
Okay.
What I do know is that all your difficulties you will overcome.
Okay.
But now you have to pay special attention to your nervous system. How you sleep at night?
I generally sleep well, but I don't sleep for long because I'm studying.
Okay. You'll be all right. If you have any sleeping problems, there's a herb called hops. Hops. Hops, yeah. You can buy it at the herbal shop. It may actually really help you, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Don't pressure your eyes. Even if you can't sleep, close your eyes, turn off your lights. You use a lot of computer and all that?
Yes.
Oh, that take a toll on your eyes, Remember, it is technology. It gives you a knowledge and it takes something from you. Technology, okay?
Okay.
You make sure it don't take the power of your vision from you. So you limit yourself as to how much you're going to be watching that screen, okay?
Okay.
So what's bothering you most?
Nothing really.
Remember, things don't go nobody way, really,
Maybe just my finances.
Huh?
Maybe just my finances.
Well, almost everyone have financial issues. But do what you can with what you can and more will come, okay?
Okay.
What you should do, you should pray at your time. You know your prayer time?
Yes, I know it.
But pray at your prayer time. Face your direction of power, like every day. And ask for what it is that you need. Okay?
Okay.
You need a financial breakthrough, ask for a money breakthrough. It will come.
Okay.
People get what them ask for. The problem is that most people don't realize that them asking for certain things. For instance, a man who go from woman to woman to woman to woman to woman and don't have any idea that he should protect himself sexually is a man that asking for something, right?
Okay.
He's asking for AIDS. He's asking for herpes. He's asking for gonorrhea. And they do come. Because that's what he was asking for, even though he didn't know he was asking for it. So our words and our actions is a kind of an asking. If you worry that things may not work out, you're asking for things that don't work out, you know.
Okay.
You must trust God. Okay?
Okay.
The same God that saved you from even your mother having the feeling to abort you and bring you out and bring you through till now will take you further. Stop worrying. Worrying means that you don't trust God. Okay? That's all it means, that you don't trust him. So you take it easy, okay?
Okay.
Remember, ox people are very strong, you know. Ox people hardly ever get sick, you know. Them tough like turbot, you know. Sometimes when them do get sick, they're very old and them just die same time. But they usually don't get sick. They're not sickly people at all. Okay? But you will be fine. Cheer up, okay?
Okay.
You're in love?
Not really.
So you're not seeing nobody at all?
Yes, I am.
What year that person born?
The same year.
Same year as you?
Yes.
Two ox people they don't really do well most of the time because the ox does not understand the ox. Right?
Okay.
The problem with the ox woman is that most ox women don't have a very strong libido. They're not very sexual. They focus more on their work. They're workaholics. And that can be a big problem to the ox man, right?
Okay.
So sometimes you have to just put down books and everything and try and enjoy yourself, okay?
Okay.
Too much work and no play make Jack his master's toy, all right?
Okay.
All right. You take care now.
Thank you.
Blessed. Good. Greetings.
Good night.
Yeah, how you do?
Not too bad.
All right, how can we help you?
I look at the other, you know.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Call in number in the range of 1 to 10.
7.
Come again?
8.
Come again?
4.
Come again?
7.
Come again?
5.
Come again?
8.
Come again?
2.
Good. Your first card is a card of death. How old are you?
69.
69?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if the card of death comes as your first card, surely you're going to attend a funeral, okay?
Yeah.
Anybody die belong to you lately?
No.
Well, somebody who you know very well may pass away because the death card is your first card. So clearly you have a funeral to attend, all right?
Yeah.
You have another card here now called satisfaction, which shows that you're going to achieve something that going to make you feel satisfied. In other words, enough time you may feel aware that you haven't achieved certain things, right?
Yeah.
You have a house?
Yeah.
Okay, you did well. But there's still certain things that you probably wish that you have that you don't get, but it will come in time. Because satisfaction means that you will get what it is that you really need. Another card here called despair. That's not good because that shows a problem with your eyes. How is your eyes?
Yes, sometimes I make up pain.
Huh?
Yes, sometimes I make up pain.
Them hurt you?
Sometimes.
So you went and get them checked out?
No.
But if your eyes pain you sometime, it is only logical that you'll go to an eye doctor and get your eyes tested, okay?
Yeah.
That's what you need to do, okay?
Yes.
You have another card here now called energy. You feel very weak sometime?
Yes, yes.
Huh?
Yes, yes.
When you feel weak? When you wake up in the mornings?
No, sometimes, yes, yes.
You ever wake up feeling weak?
Sometimes.
So anybody live at the house with you?
No.
Oh. Because you probably have a sleep apnea or something happens in your sleep that weaken you or pressure your heart, you know.
Mm.
So it would be important if you can let somebody observe you when you're sleeping. Clearly you need to go to a doctor and get a checkup, here?
Yes, yes.
You're not supposed to wake up weak. There's another card here now called sorrow, which means that someone may soon pass away and it's going to bring sorrow because somebody who you may love or who you may like or who's close to you, you know?
Yeah.
And you have another card here now and it's called potency. You have any sons?
Yeah.
How much sons you have?
One.
Does he check for you?
No.
Huh?
Okay.
He don't come look for you at no time?
No.
When's the last time you saw him?
Around in January.
Did he come to see you then?
No.
So how you see him?
In Panay Street.
You see him on the street?
Yeah.
You have any daughters?
Okay.
So just him you have?
Yeah.
Oh. So you think he is vexed with you for not taking care of him when he was little?
No, I'm vexed with me for yes, but me take care of him.
But then vexed with you for something?
Yes.
Oh. All right. But there's a card here now called the Fool, you know. So the Fool will be saying that your son is a foolish boy, right?
Yes.
But it may also be saying that you did not deal with him wisely. Okay?
Yes.
Maybe both you and him very stubborn, you know.
Mm.
Huh?
Yeah.
And neither one of you two, you don't want to say that you're sorry. Right?
Yeah.
But that not helping you right now at all. Because it's really know that you need to have your son around, isn't you?
Yeah.
It's very sad, man. So you're going to have to find a way to communicate with him somehow, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the problem I see with you is that you're not really as well as you should be, okay?
True.
You're not well. Something is going on within you that's not right.
True.
And you need to get go to a doctor and get a good medical checkup because something is happening that is not right, okay?
Yeah.
You know that that's true, right?
Yeah.
You get any pain in under your belly?
No.
Any pain in your back?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
You should just go and get a checkup, man. Hear what doctor have to say, okay?
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what's wrong with you, but I know something is wrong. You're not supposed to wake up weak like that. And something taking your energy in the night, so obviously you're malfunctioning somehow. How often you go to the toilet?
That's a big problem.
Huh?
That is a big problem.
Sometimes you don't go to the toilet for about 4 days?
Yeah.
Wow.
That is a problem.
Wow. If you don't go to the toilet for that long, the waste matter in your system will actually poison your blood, you know?
True, man.
And you get a stroke, you just die. Okay?
So what caused that?
Huh?
What really caused that?
What caused it?
Yeah.
Constipation. If you eat the wrong things, like some people like to eat white flour dumplings, you know. You like them?
You not eat that.
What you really eat?
Banana, yam, but me cornmeal dumpling, but not the white one.
Make cornmeal dumpling?
Yeah, maybe the parboiled rice, not the white one.
Oh, parboiled rice is really not better. They don't have no more roughage. You should eat like the original brown rice.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
You need to drink water though. You probably don't drink much water.
Yeah. I drink water often.
Often?
Yeah.
If you was drinking water often enough, most likely you would get better bowel movement still, man. But clearly you need to go to a doctor and get checked and make sure you talk to the doctor about your bowels. If your bowels not functioning, you not functioning, okay?
But thing is, get on there and I defend there and never get a good result. And give me medication, but it never helps me.
They give you medication to ease the bowels?
Yes. And my eyes.
You give medication for your eyes too?
No, I never get no medication for my eye, but me check it out.
If you go to a pharmacy and buy a herb called senna, you ever drink senna tea, senna pod?
No, man, take it make wash out.
You take it, make wash out, and it work?
Yeah.
Senna is good. You can buy olive oil and take a few spoonfuls of olive oil every day too.
You drink that.
Olive oil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Traditional pot is good for wash out.
Senna pod is good for wash out, yes.
And good for tea.
You can put it in your tea too. In your situation, you may have to use it along with other herbs, in tea, like with rosemary or vervine in your tea,
Yeah,
you need to get your bowels moving. Without your bowels moving, you're actually in a kind of a death trap.
True.
Your bowels have to move. Okay?
True.
Please do what you can to make sure that you and your toilet become good friends again. All right?
Yeah.
All right. You take care.
Yeah.
Blessed.
All right.
Yeah, man. It's now 3:43 in Jamaica. Greetings.
What you got?
Greetings. Greetings.
Hello, good night.
Yeah, good night. How you do?
Is this your Majesty?
Majesty here, yes.
It's no tree board.
Yes, on the radio station.
Yes. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Good morning.
Well, it's still nighttime, even though them call it morning, but it's still nighttime. How can I help you?
A name reading.
You want a name reading? Okay.
Yeah.
What's your first name?
First name is Kenneth.
Spell Kenneth?
Yeah, Kenneth.
ETH. Kenneth. What's your middle name?
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt?
Yes.
Roosevelt?
Roosevelt.
It's two Roosevelt.
Yes, two O's.
Roosevelt. So, what's your last name?
Roosevelt. Arthur.
Arthur?
Carter. Yeah.
Oh, Carter. 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 When is your birthday?
Carter.
When's your birthday?
February the 12th, 63.
1953?
1963.
Or 63, okay. So you're born the year of the rabbit, okay?
Okay.
So in the African world, we call you Dowdy. And this is your year, because you're in the year of the rabbit right now. So you run the place now,
I run the place?
No, you run things, man. This is the year of the rabbit right now. And you're a rabbit man.
I run it.
Huh?
I'm on top.
Huh?
I'm on top this year.
You're on top of things, man.
This year.
You're on top of things. But hear me now. You're born the 12th day. That means your birthday is not a nice birthday, 12 is a number of suffering and worry. Right?
Well, that I know.
It's a number that can make you a victim. If you want to understand how ridiculous 12 is, Christ had 12 brethren walking around with, right?
Yeah, the disciples, yeah.
Well, you can call them disciples if you want. To me, that's in brethren.
Look at the brethren.
All this word with disciples and all that. I am brethren. In other words, there was a gang. It was a gang. He had a gang of brethren, right? 13 of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And them used to do things like make herbal medicines. Christ used to read up people. Right? He was a reader man, you know.
Yeah.
He read a woman by the well and tell her don't tell nobody, she tell everybody. So crowd follow him everywhere from then, right?
Yeah.
But religious believers managed to get him killed, right? And then them say him come to die to save the world from sin, right? Do you know how much how much a sinner loves sin? A sinner loves sin more than he loves his mother, you know. Right?
Yeah.
So if a man giving life to save the world from sin, and then 2,000 years pass and the world is a billion times more sinful, then you could understand how ridiculous that is. Right? So 12 is a number like that. It make you get sacrificed for some things where you can't believe. Okay? So what you have to do now, you have to pray, you know. Right?
Yeah.
And not only that, but you have to live as clean as you can. Okay? Now, Christ set a very excellent example on earth. And you're going to have to set an example in whatever way you can. Okay?
Okay.
Because 12 is a number that make people pick on you sometime, you know. You know, simple.
Okay.
Every year there's something that want to make you suffer. Right? And you have to stand up, you have to be firm. All right. Now, most people read the Bible piece, let them pick out some little verse and read, right? Anybody wants to study the Bible should read the Bible like a novel, like from the first page and go right down.
Yeah.
If you read the Bible like that, you would get great wisdom. You would also see the folly, and you will see where people joke them hand in that and put what they want. Right?
Yeah.
Because certain things don't add up. But I tell you one thing for sure.
Okay.
The Bible is not a book to fling away, you know. It have great wisdom in it. Okay?
Yeah.
But them use it to mash me up. They use it to brainwash me too. So you have to take it with a pinch of salt too, you know, and pick sense from nonsense, right? If you born on the 12th, if you born on the 12th day of any month, you know that in your life there's going to be some separation, and the only way to deal with that is to expect it and learn to laugh at it and smile with the storm. Okay? So with Kenneth now, to decode the name, case 2E5N5N5 E5T2H8. Roosevelt is R90606S1E5 V4E5L3T2. Character is C3A1R9T2E5R9. Hold on. Your mentality number for Kenneth is 10. It means that you're very proud, very honorable. You ever want to join the police force, ever?
I was in the military once upon a time.
You was in the military?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because at some point you would either be in the police or the military. But if you don't know when to get out, you know, you can get hurt badly. I
got out.
I suppose you knew when to jump out, right? 22. No, but you can end up getting sacrificed without anybody really plan it. It happens, right? 22.
That's true.
Your personality number for Kenneth is 22. That's not a good number at all. 22 is a dreamer's number. You must be careful not to be caught off balance or off guard. You gotta watch everything carefully. Stop daydreaming or kidding yourself. Keep alert because 22 is the official number of ambush. That means that some weird things can happen to you when you least expect. You got to be on your P's and Q's. All right?
All right.
And the destiny is 32. You must not be a tobacco smoker. Do you smoke?
No.
Make sure. You smoke tobacco, you hurt
not at all.
yourself. You would destroy yourself. With Roosevelt now, the mentality number is 22, so 22 come back again. And 19 is the personality number. That means lucky, greatly fortunate. A good bet to win honor, fame, and fortune in the near future, according to plan. And your destiny number for Roosevelt is 41. That means that women will judge you, right?
Yeah.
They will have you off as a flirt and a gigolo, even if it's not so. You have a woman right now?
Yeah.
How you and her get along? Fine?
Yeah, it's like sometimes it's oil and water, but, we mix.
When is her birthday?
July.
July what?
25th.
25? That's an excellent number. What year she's born?
73.
Okay. She is an ox. She born the year of the ox, okay? The ox is stubborn, very hardworking. They're not all that sexual, They can be cool.
No?
They can be cold sometimes. If an ox is really sexual with you, she really love you.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you have a good sex life, she really love you, okay?
Okay.
But don't let her down. She will never forgive you, like, ever.
That I know.
Just be. You think you could be loyal to her? You could handle that?
100%. 100%.
100%?
100%.
All right, but then you sell off. You sell off then, because if you're disloyal, she's going to catch you. Remember, I can tell you this.
Yeah, she's that type.
No. Women on the whole are more aware than men on the whole.
That is true.
And once we start cheating on them, they're going to find out because they're not stupid. We are the stupid ones because we underestimate them, right? Now, because your woman don't search your phone ever, you can leave all kind of evidence in your phone, right? And one day you're going to...
No, she has full access.
No, that's not the point. The point is that you may not see her searching your phone. So because that you may leave some evidence in your phone, and then you go in the bathroom, take a shower, and that's the time she pick up the phone and just check it. And you got caught, right?
Yeah.
Women do things strategically. They're not like men, Men are rather silly. That's why some very important men get overthrown by some little women. You never notice that?
That is true.
Look at Samson and Clinton and so many other people like I'm calling names, right? So what men have to do, men have to stop thinking that women are foolish and just treat women as equals. Not true?
That's true.
Yeah. I agree that the man is the head of the house, Listen, I agree that the man is the head of the house, right?
Yeah.
But the woman is the neck. But make the head turn without the neck. Go along with you. Huh? With Carter,
I can't work without the other.
No, that means say. With Carter, the mentality number 6, which means that you would do well in music. Right? 6 favor music. Okay. Learn to play a musical instrument, man. 6 is you're blessed with the ability to make friends that last, a great lover of art and music, right? A magnetic number that have a compelling attraction for people. You hate jealousy and you hate unreasonableness. This number shields many wealthy people who are generous to those who are poorer. You're gifted for entertaining, highly respected by others, strong ideals, great happiness, right?
Yeah.
23 is your personality number. That's excellent. 23 is the number of success. You have your own business yet?
No, not yet. Working on it.
Listen, man, you need to get with the program, 23 is the number of success. It means great cleverness and brains, great personal gifts, success as a speaker and success as a writer. Your future plans are bound to work out well. But your destiny is 29. That's not good. 29 shows doubts, deceit, and double cross by others, and it warns against evil friends. So when push come to shove, you're on your own,
That is true.
When push come to shove, you cannot trust friends. When you're back against the wall, are just you and your woman, All right. Your full mentals, 10, 22, and 6. Your full personals is 22, 19, and 23. Let's add this equation. Well, your full mentals is 38. That's not good. Were you married in the past?
Yeah.
And you get divorced?
Yeah.
Wow. That's what 38 is about. You were supposed to go through all that. Listen, nothing wrong never happened to you in your life, That's all meant to be. If you got 38 in your name like that, you have to go through that reality, okay?
Okay.
Seriously. Look what 38 says. It says 38, a deep spiritual force. You hear that? A deep spiritual force. This number has power over future happenings and should be watched carefully. It often brings quarrels, divorce, and misunderstandings. You had to go through that. It was unavoidable.
Okay.
Do you remember what year that particular woman was born?
57, I believe.
57?
Yeah. Sorry, 67, rather.
Oh, 67?
Yeah.
So what went wrong between you and her?
Yeah, something very wrong.
You did something wrong?
No.
Who did something wrong?
No. She did. Once she got everything she needs, she was gone.
I mean gone? She's run away left you?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh. That's very
So,
sad, man.
Put her through school.
That's very sad.
Son got married, and right after that, she was gone.
You sure she was mentally okay, my Bridget? She was bipolar? She had a mental problem?
I believe she was bipolar.
She had a mental problem, man. That's no ordinary thing. Under normal conditions, she would never have done that. Right? She's a sheep woman. She was actually compatible with you. You understand? But she must have been. She must have had a mental breakdown. I know you with this woman. You born the 12th and she born the 25th, and that add to what 37, right? Right?
Yeah.
And 37 means lucky in love. 37 means lucky, and so you stand a good chance because 37 means lucky in love. It's a good number for undertakings involving partners and a lucky number for friendships. The two of you could go into business together and do very well. Okay? Remember, she's a workaholic,
She is.
She's a worker.
Very much.
She's a worker. When you want to have sex, you want to go work. That no easy,
Tell me about.
You want to have sex, you want to go work.
Tell me.
And you say, let me have sex before you're gonna. No, I'm late. Me have to get the bus now. Can you imagine that? What a thing, man. Then don't know that sex is a medicine for the man. What them take this thing for? Right? But that's the way it is. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
But your birthday is to get a sweet, because her 25, she born the 25th, right?
Yeah.
So she's protected from witchcraft and all those things. You born the 12th. If anything, you's the one that's gonna suffer, you know. She's the one that pulling you. She's the one that will be pulling you through right now.
That is true.
Yeah, she's the one. She's your strength
That is
right
so
now.
true.
She's your strength right now, my brethren. So please, no, let
everything.
Let there be no disrespect here. When they're not highly compatible, you know, so you're gonna have issues. You got two different sex drive, right? Your libido or sex drive is much higher than hers, right?
Yeah, right now, no.
You lose yours?
Yeah.
I'm going near Miss Supper, but you don't have to worry because she wouldn't abandon you for that. Because the ox woman is not a big sex person either. You understand?
Okay.
Them is workers. But if you got a libido problem, it could only mean then that you got bad circulation in your legs. You feel any burning in your legs?
Yeah, the ankle.
Listen, the ankle thing is a thing where a sore now may bust out via ankle, and then you see pure pus coming out there, right? Pray it don't reach that.
No, I don't. It's not that
if
stage.
you're feeling the burning in your ankle, sometimes it is creating that situation. You need to buy some cayenne pepper powder, right? Sprinkle it on your food every day. Cayenne pepper, yeah.
Okay.
You've got to get your blood circulating again. You used to drink ice water?
Yeah.
You still do that?
Yes.
But that can make you lose your feet, you know? 'Cause it will rot in your feet.
Yeah?
It rot in your feet, man. Well, let me tell you what ice water does. Ice water is a monster. Ice water is a thing that even if you drink it when you're young and you stop, when you get old, it can still mash you up, right? It bringing your veins so tight that your blood cannot flow through them. And then your foot just rotten. And you feel this subtle burning deep inside your foot and don't know what's going on, right? So you need to get her to massage your feet like as often as you possibly can, at least once a day or once a night. And rub it down with olive oil and then rub it down with salt. And then you go wash off the salt. That's called a salt glow massage, right? And you have to every day sprinkle cayenne pepper powder over everything you eat before you eat it. And that will stop your blood from that's to stop your blood from clotting. So based on what you telling me, your blood may actually be clotting right now.
Yeah.
And when that happens, it weakens your heart as well, right? You there?
Yeah, I was having some concern about that. About the way the heart is beating.
Irregular heartbeats?
Yeah, I have an enlarged heart.
But
I inherited from my mother.
Oh boy. All right, you have to use the cayenne pepper, and you need to use a herb called hawthorn berries. Sorry, hawthorn.
Hawthorn berries.
Hawthorn berries, yeah, is a herb named hawthorn berries. You get it in any herbal shop. That will help to regulate. So what that does, it regulate your blood pressure, and therefore it help your heart, right?
Okay.
You have a pen?
Yeah, because I have a little bit of blood pressure.
Yeah, man.
I'm writing everything down.
All right, let me show you something. Let me give you something more specific, right? Hold on. There's something you can buy online. It's called Garlicin. Garlicin. Garlicin HC. Garlicin, a big capital H and a big capital C, right?
Okay.
No.
Garlicin
HC maybe that is for any heart condition, right? What it does, it promotes elasticity of arteries. It helps eliminate cholesterol.
Okay.
So one of your main problem may be cholesterol, you know.
Yeah.
It also aids in rebuilding your heart. It's strengthening and regulating the beat of the heart and improving circulation in general, right?
Okay.
If most of a man blood run through him legs, if your blood don't run through there properly, your penis don't have power.
Okay.
Now, the single herbs you can buy and use, there's a herb named barberry. B-A-R, you know. Barberry. Not bayberry.
Barberry, yeah.
Bayberry is a different thing. But barberry, there's B-A-R-B-E-R-R-Y, barberry. Then there's cayenne pepper, the same thing we tell you about just now, right? You need to use garlic. Use garlic heavy, right?
Yeah,
Use hawthorn berries. I done mentioned that already, right?
Yeah.
There's a herb named lobelia, and there's another herb named
lobelia.
Yeah, Lobelia, lobelia.
Okay.
And a herb called shepherd's purse. The purse of the shepherd.
Shepherd's purse.
Yes, man.
Okay.
I mean, shepherd's purse grow all over Jamaica, but people don't really know it, right?
Sure. I'm a little bit away from Jamaica. I'm in Canada.
Oh. You can buy all these things. Are you in Toronto?
Online.
You in Toronto? Huh?
Yeah.
But just go down Young Street, man. You got herbal stores down there, down on Young Street. You can get all these herbs. I guarantee you that.
Okay.
Right? Go down Young Street. It's there. Okay?
Okay.
Vitamin A.
Yeah. Vitamin A.
You need vitamin B1.
Okay, B1.
And you need B5.
B5.
Vitamin B15.
B15.
Mm-hmm. Vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin E.
And vitamin D and vitamin E.
Yes, C, D, and E, right? You need a thing named you need a thing named lecithin. That's Lecithin.
Lecithin.
You have a next thing named biotin. Biotin.
Biotin. Yeah.
Then
that's good for here too, right?
Huh?
Biotin.
B-I-O-T.
Good for here too.
Yes. B-I-O-T-I-N, right? You need inositol. That's I-N-O-S-I-T-O-L. I-N-O-S-I-T-O-L. Inositol, right?
Yeah, inositol.
Then there's choline. C-H-O-L-I-N-E.
Yeah.
And folic acid. Folic. F-O-L-I-C.
Folic acid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you need minerals too. You need calcium.
Yeah.
Copper.
Calcium. Copper.
Iodine. That's I-O-D-I-N-E.
Iodine. Yeah.
You also need iron. I-R-O-N.
Iron. Yeah.
Magnesium.
Yeah. Magnesium.
And potassium. In other words, all these elements they know. Right?
Yeah.
Try to get the Garrison HC. Garrison HC may actually have all these things in it, you know. But if you don't get the Garrison HC, then you're going to have to do it manually then. Buy these things one and use them.
No, I'm going to hunt for the Garrison.
Try to get Garrison HC. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Any questions?
No, you filled that book.
Okay. Now, you know your prayer time?
No.
Okay. You're born the year of the rabbit, as I said, right?
Yeah.
That means if you turn to an animal right now, you is one big rabbit, right? Your prayer time is 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. You know.
Okay.
You need to pray between 5 o'clock and 7. You'll find that you're always up when 5 o'clock. You always find yourself just wake up, right? In
Yeah,
the African world, huh?
Yeah, I'm always jumping up at that time.
Yes, man, that's your time. Listen, everyone wake up at them prayer time. I don't care what time in the night it is. If that's your prayer time, you can jump up, right?
Yeah.
Because that's when the angels wake you up to find out what you want. But most of us don't bother pray, so them still don't get no instruction. Listen, your direction of power is east. So face the east in the early morning between 5 and 7 and talk to the Almighty God.
Yeah.
While you're at it, you may as well talk to his wife as well, right?
Yeah.
You know, so God having wife, right?
Yeah.
You never know? Or you know? Huh?
It's true.
But the Christians say that the Christians say him have the whole wide world in him hand, right? Right?
Yeah.
So if him got the whole thing in him hand, how come something in the world where him don't have? Really? He got the whole thing in him hand. It's like a man have.
It makes sense.
If him have the whole thing in him hand, I don't want him to come tell me him don't have this and him don't have that. That is illogical, right? Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. I know it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
I am a ridiculous person too, so don't feel no way, right? But listen, God is Father Time. You cannot create anything without time, right?
That is correct.
Now, his goddess is Mother Nature. You can't create anything without nature. Time and nature. Listen, if an earthquake mash up Toronto right now and kill nearly everybody, who them blame? The rest that live alive, you know who them blame? They're gonna blame a woman. No, they're gonna find a woman to blame. Listen, them don't like women none at all, you know, in this religious thing. They'll find a woman to blame. They will tell you, due to a violent act of Mother Nature, there was an earthquake and people in Toronto died and blah, blah, right? So who is this woman?
Yeah, Mother Nature caused it.
Yeah, who is this woman?
Mother Nature.
And knowing that, why did she get violent? No vex, she vex. So why she's a vex? Because she and her husband built the universe. Him alone get the praise, you know. Well, last year somebody praising Mother Nature. Nobody don't do that, right? You get it now?
Yeah, God created it and Mother Nature destroyed it.
But that is ridiculous. The two of them build the thing because they said, and the Lord said, let us make man in our image and likeness, right? So if a man said, let us make man, it's like a man that said, let us make a baby, you know, Joe? Which is man, right?
True.
So who am I talk to? Man?
Give birth to.
But my mother tell me, I'm talking to him son Jesus, and I keep wondering, what about Jesus' heavenly mother? Nobody don't want to answer me. Right?
Yeah.
If Jesus don't have a heavenly mother, he's not a son, he's a clone, not true?
That's true.
But if they want to stick with that him as a son, they must have a heavenly mother and a heavenly father, right? Because they said Jesus was with God before him come on earth through Mary vagina, you know, right? So he must have a heavenly mother.
Yeah.
Not
That's
true?
right.
Listen.
Yeah,
none of my elders don't agree with me talking about Mother Nature. When I talk about Mother Nature, them kind of get put off, you know? You know why?
Oh yeah, they got up.
No, they don't like that. Let me tell you why. For me personally, I know that I'm looking at life from one angle and them looking at life from another angle. And I know that them totally correct to run me way, right? You understand?
Yeah.
Based on where them looking from, you know, them right, you know. If I go argue with them, I'm wrong. Okay? But I'm correct from where I said. I'm correct from where I said. No, if a dog is standing on a street beside a house and an eagle fly through the air, you know what kind of argument the dog and the eagle gonna have, right? She's gonna be telling the dog that pure roof down there, you know. And the dog say, yeah, idiot. Road down here. Basement down here. And she say, yeah, fool, a pure roof. But she's correct. That's what she see from her angle.
From where she's at.
Yeah.
And he's from where he's at.
Right. So now I know that if I argue with my elders, right, I will be the one that really more wrong than anything, because them come on earth before me, that means they must know some things that I don't know yet, right? So why would I argue?
Yeah.
Listen, show me two people arguing about God, and I can show you two idiots, But you see the younger of the two is a fool, He's not just an idiot, he is a fool. Because he should not be arguing with an older person, something like that.
He hasn't gained that knowledge yet.
No, but he comes second. How could you be arguing with a man that come first? Listen, I have an elder, right? Him is the wisest man me ever come across. I don't know when I'll meet a man wise like that again, right? The man is never wrong, but the man don't agree with this goddess talk when me up there, the man don't agree, right? But I'm not gonna argue. No, but I'm not gonna argue. And I tell you why. Neither he nor me not argumentative people, right? So I basically just listen to him, because guess what? Now I am aware that him know more than me. Him is my elder. You understand? So I argue.
Yeah, I get that.
Huh?
That's true. It's futile.
The man on earth before me. So how you go in the man's face and tell the man say, "But me right"? You understand? I won't be so stupid. Listen, my grandpa teach me that if you see two people arguing about who God is, them is two idiots, right? But the younger of the two is a fool. But the younger of the two is a fool. So he's not only an idiot, but he's a fool, right? You understand? Listen, they say that. They say the human mind can't comprehend the vastness of God. So, no matter how you argue about God, you can have very wrong and very right too. So why argue?
Yeah.
And then argue with somebody older than you, no, man. That's unconscionable, man. You don't do. That's a sin. My brother, you take it easy. Take it easy here.
You too. Thank you for everything.
Let me tell you something that is true. You see, whenever things happen in my life personally where I don't have a woman anymore, right? I can tell you I pray to Mother Nature, right? And she always send me a better woman than the one I had before, right?
Okay.
So that means I prove a point, I done prove my point already, right? I done prove my point.
There you go.
I already proved my point, so I don't have to argue about it. Okay? She is the headquarters of all feminine folk, my brethren. And she's very real. Right?
Yeah.
If the earth get mashed up, who you think gonna mash up? Or she gonna mash up that? If she helped build the earth and she don't get no praise, then who you think gonna mash up the earth? No, she? So you see, if
she gonna mash it up?
Yeah. So you see, if human beings know what's good for them, they will give Mother Nature some respect and some praise, Listen.
There you go.
When she look at the ocean and see under the ocean pure plastic bottles down there, my brethren. Right? When she look at what humanity do with her place, eh? She don't get no praise. Nobody even tell her morning. Hey, most man don't pray to God no more anyway, right? So I'll God lose some praise too, because enough man even check for him, right?
Yeah.
The planet Earth was destroyed and every human life was wiped off it at least 3 times already, We must be in the third, but I think we're in the third cycle now. Do you remember the continent of Atlantis?
Yeah.
Atlantis was destroyed, full of people, right? And there was a and that was on the continent of Mu. The whole place get mashed up and destroyed. And sometime before that, there was a catastrophe too that killed everybody, Right?
Oh.
So if you
I get that.
If you Mu was Atlantis was in Mu.
Okay.
Do some research, man. Go up on the internet and do some research.
Yeah, Atlantis sank to the bottom of the ocean, right?
Yeah, and they can't even find it right now. That's how ridiculous it is, right?
Yeah.
But what we need to do, we need to pay respects to all the forces that build this planet. Because if one of them decide that she gonna mash up the place, who gonna stop her?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Nobody can.
So if God give man free will, you know, he must have given Queen a freer will than that too. Not true?
Of course.
All right. You take it easy, my brethren.
Bless
And I forgive all who think I'm blaspheming because them don't know no better. Take it easy.
Okay, so one quick question.
Uh-huh.
When is the ladies' prayer time for her? She's a ram.
No, man, she's not no ram. She's an ox.
Ox. Yeah,
she born the year of the ox. Her prayer time is Bandela hours, which is 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. Okay?
All right.
That's
all
ox.
right. Thank you very much.
But she have a direction, you know, to face, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, man. She have her own direction.
Which direction?
Your direction is east, right?
Yeah.
That's your direction, but her direction would be northeast. So she must face the north, right?
Yeah.
And turn an inch to the right.
All right.
That 2 times north, 1 time east.
Oh.
Northeast, okay?
Oh.
So, my brother,
all right.
You take it easy.
You as well. Thank you.
Bless it. Yeah, man. Take it easy. Yes. It's now 4:22 in Jamaica. At this time, let's see what the dreamers dream. Market. If you dream that you're in the market, it denotes loneliness. Marketing. To dream that you go marketing denotes a pleasant surprise. Massage. To dream of being massaged signifies profitable employment. To see others being massaged denotes that you will receive a notice to... Listen, this is so ridiculous. Listen. To see others being massaged denotes that you will receive a notice to vacate your premises. So if me dream me see somebody getting a massage, then my landlord gonna come and tell me, yo, hey dude, you have to leave, you know, dude. Boy, that's sad, man. Matrimony, that's marriage, you know. To dream that you are to be married denotes pleasure and abundance. Yeah, I can live with that. Mattress. To dream of a mattress denotes security in business. Measles. To have an attack of measles in your sleep denotes a dangerous undertaking. To see others sick with measles signifies unexpected good fortune. Memory. To dream that you lose your memory denotes sadness. Mermaid. To see a mermaid in your sleep denote that you will be happy by the sweat of your brow. What I got to do with mermaids, I don't know. That's the truth. Marching. To dream that you are marching denotes a successful career and an end of all your misfortune. All right. Messenger. To see a messenger denotes anger. To talk to one denotes that you will not be benefited by the money that you have saved for all those long years. Messing around. To dream that you are messing around denotes successful business enterprises. Mice. To see mice, you know, like rats, right? Denotes slander and man a chat your name. To kill them, joy and profit it means. Microscope. To dream that you look through a microscope, right? Denote that you will succeed in all your undertakings after a long and desperate struggle. Midwife. To see a midwife denotes quarrel on account of mischievous children. Whoa. Okay. Milk. To dream of milk denote that you will receive a declaration of love. I wonder why milk. Maybe a breast thing. I mean, no. Anyway, misconduct. To dream that you misconduct yourself is a sign of poverty and sickness. Yeah, you deserve that. Misfortune. To dream that you meet with misfortune denote that you will succeed in your present undertakings. All right. Let me go over here now. Mushrooms. To see mushrooms grow denotes sickness. Now, I'm stick a pen right there. Mushrooms is something that people should eat, you know. Most poor people don't eat mushrooms, but you see, mushrooms block cancer from spreading because mushrooms stop cancer cells from multiplying. It actually suffocate them. So people need to eat mushrooms. They have something in it that is really good to block you from developing cancer and to kill cancer too. Music. To hear sweet music denotes courage. Okay. Multitude. To see a multitude of people denote that you will become very popular in your community, and on account of this, you will be happy. Murderer. To dream of a murderer denotes a lawsuit in which you will win. What I got to do with a murderer? I don't know. Pickpocket. To dream of a pickpocket denote that you will overcome your enemies and beat them at their own game. Pigs. To dream of pigs denote laziness. To feed them signifies contempt. Pilot. To dream of a pilot denotes good luck to gamblers, really. Pigeons. To see them flying is a sign of approaching marriage. Whoa. Pillow. To see a pillow in your sleep denote that you will go on a long vacation. Pistol. That's a gun, you know. To dream of a pistol denotes danger from an unexpected source. Okay, finally. Rocks. To dream of big rocks, large rocks, denotes success. Could you imagine that? Really? 431. Let me see if I got one more customer here. Greetings.
Hello?
Yeah, how you do?
I'm good, man. Can I get a card read, man?
Yes, man. Let's do it. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
Okay. 2.
Hold on. Come again. 2.
4.
Come again.
5.
Come again.
6.
Come again.
8. 7.
Hold on. Give me one more.
10.
Your very first card here is called Satisfaction. How old you are?
55.
Okay. Well, you're going to end up satisfied with your life, so it doesn't matter what's going on. No, things going to get sweet. Okay?
Okay.
You have a woman?
Not at this moment. Me and my wife separated.
All right, let's talk about you and your wife. When is your birthday?
January 7th, 1968.
Okay. But you belong to 67, okay? Because the power of the year starts in February, okay? So you rule in the year before. So you're born the year of the monkey, but you ain't no monkey. You're actually a sheep, okay?
Okay.
So if you turn into an animal right now, you'll be a sheep. When is your wife's birthday?
She born the 27th of December 1961.
Oh, she's an ox. Oy. The sheep is the ox is a workaholic, right?
Yeah.
And the sheep must wait till the vibe reach him to really do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a mismatch.
Okay.
She will not respect your speed is too slow for her.
Okay. It's true.
She would just work, but you will take time off to relax sometime, and she can't deal with that. Okay. Seriously, let me see how it play out here. Let me see what the professionals say. We're talking about sheep, husband, ox, wife, right? Hold on. Sheep, husband, ox, wife. Okay, listen how it go, right?
Yeah.
The sheep is artistic and leisurely. You know, you love to relax sometime, right? He must savor and enjoy life as he pleases, right?
Yeah.
The ox lady is dutiful enough to keep house and take good care of her family, but she will not relish complying with his indulgent and impractical demands. She must be loved and appreciated to bring out the best. No, he must be loved and appreciated to bring out the best in him, right? She expects order and discipline and will tend to be too commanding for the sheep. She is resolute and uncompromising and feels she must make optimum use of her time and energy. But he is artistic and must wait for the right mood to strike him. She is impatient and scornful of his soft ways, and he is thoroughly adverse to regimentation and being pushed around, right? You're not going to take no disrespect from her, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to take no disrespect from her. So she can't rule you. So drastic changes needed for both sides to cohabit peacefully. That was clearly not a match. Okay.
Yeah.
So just cool. Really, you shouldn't be sad about that. That had to come to pass. I know you're gonna carry cause satisfaction, which means that you're gonna find yourself in a nice dolly house, and it's gonna be sweet. Okay.
Yeah. And matter of fact, me and she roll under the same star too. So
what star is that now?
The Capricorn.
2 Capricorns.
Yeah.
Oh, two mountain goats.
Yeah.
That's the issue. All right. You have a next card here. No, you have a son.
Huh?
Do you have a son?
Yeah, I have 3 sons.
How you get along with your sons?
I'm not really that too great, because the mother, my 2 sons were born here because I live in Canada. Give me 1 second, look, I turn off this radio thing. 1 second.
Mm-hmm. It's now 4:36 in Jamaica. Yeah, you there?
Yeah, and their mother, to me and their mother was with before because she was my first wife. So, me and she left, so she kind of set them up against me. You understand? So, me and them relationship never too great. But the biggest one, no, me and them relationship not too bad, but the smaller one, that is because I don't really talk that much. I mean, I really hear from him and all those things.
All right, well, there's at least one son that will check for you as you grow older, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I have one in Jamaica, and him, although him mother never give me him, but him come find me, you understand? So me kind of help him out, send him to school, so no one day he will give me a call, check up on me, but him in Jamaica.
Okay. Well, it may well be him,
I'm not saying I'm the oldest one too.
True. It may well be him. So he's your real crown prince, right? He's the crown prince if he's the older one. But he probably get the less care, but him forgive that,
you're right, because like I told you, because to the mother never really give me him, you understand? And when I'm 18, he come to find me. Wow. And I say, you know what? I know that he was my son, but everything up was not my fault. So I send him to school, and he go learn a trade. And right now, he is a electrician.
Nice.
You understand? And him know right now, him in one boss.
Yeah, man. You can
Him employ, he hire 2 men to work with him.
Yes,
and
man.
If I was in Jamaica, I would have been I work with him.
Listen, man.
He's doing well.
Listen, man. Where you are now? You're not in Jamaica?
No, I'm living in Canada.
Okay. You're in Toronto?
I'm living in Brampton.
Oh, Brampton, Ontario. Yeah. There's a card here now called loss, right? To get the loss card as your 3rd card that's not nice. Something is happening. Something is happening. When last you get a proper medical checkup?
I took some medical exam around in last year.
Did they check your prostate, my brethren? Did they check your prostate?
They say that my prostate is like right now doctor give me some pill to take.
It is enlarged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. keep an eye on it, right?
Okay.
There's another card here now, and it's the Emperor. How did you get along with your father?
My dad?
Yeah.
My dad passed away 2014.
How did you get along with your father?
Well, frankly, to be honest to you, I wasn't getting on well with my father. Because my father is a person like this. He do a lot of crazy stuff, and you can talk to him like he know everything. You understand? So we never really that much, but we know he love us. But he have 5 kids with my mom. But when him never really told that get along more. So, but he love us, but we still talk to him. You understand? Right. And things,
yeah, but you wasn't a lot of time. You wasn't really there for him, right?
Not cartoon. Me never growing up as a child. I did not grow up with him. I grew up with me in Chilani. I also spent Chilani, and I left and got monks when me around 17, 18. And in behavior, amongst me, the 2 brothers and plus me, and my sister, we never really that much. You understand?
Well, he used to drink.
And then
he used to drink.
Huh?
He used to drink rum.
I don't. Yeah, he was not a big drinker, but he
was he disrespectful?
Smoker. Yeah. And then do crazy things, go the other way, go to those, those people, you understand, he believe in them thing there, you understand, and do a lot of things, with the woman treat and my mom, and do all kind of crazy stuff.
Oh.
So a man do those things, and I have to talk to him about those things, because, he no call you. You'd rather go to one of those who be a man and all this. His belief, you understand. I waste a lot of money doing those things, and I would call him and talk to him about it, that a problem there. So.
A lot of people get misrepresented.
Yeah.
In other words, sometimes them don't really mean to be evil, but them trying to seek better, but them go in areas that it could go both ways. You know what I mean? It's good to talk to people. Like maybe your father would not have listened, but it's good to take time off and reason with people that you think not going the right way. But you have to know what to say to them.
But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes we reason with him and correct him. You understand? But he don't listen to us.
Yeah, but some people don't take the correction from children.
Yeah.
Right? There's an ace of beauty. You're supposed to have a daughter. What happened? You have daughters?
No, I've got 3 sons.
No, man. Somebody lose a baby for you. Clearly, okay?
No, it's true. It's true.
Somebody had abortion or something, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that girl that was losing, that lost an abortion would be someone that would have been dear for you,
Yeah.
And you have a card here that shows that one of the sons overseas is going to check for you, but the one that is here, right? He will be closer to you. And there's a card here now called the World.
Yeah.
Apparently, you've been to America?
I go over there, like I just go like a 1 day on church trip, and that's all about it, and I come back. I go church, go shopping and come back. But never physical go over there. I really just go over there, me and my wife, when I used to live with my wife, go Buffalo and come back. Not really go over there, go really spend a day or, what.
So let me ask you, how that cold snow lick you this time?
Huh?
Some big snow was going on over Buffalo and over Toronto.
No. I don't live in Buffalo. I live in Brampton. So, but the snow over there did not touch over here that much.
Really?
I go over there, yeah. I really look over here that much.
Oh, you're lucky, man, because normally Camden is cold there,
Yeah.
But there's a card here called the World. You got some movements to make. You have a house here in Jamaica?
No.
You never think of owning a house in Jamaica?
Yeah, quite a few times, because my sister they told me about it, but I say, you know what, till I see the situation now, I'm going to live here, you understand?
So you set yourself in Canada?
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Well,
but I don't mind have one back home because you never know anything can happen. Like, you know what I mean?
Listen, man. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Think constructively about owning something in Jamaica here.
Yeah.
No matter what happened, this is your rock. You should have some place here. Okay?
Yeah.
Because I can tell you, I've been in Canada all 1979, all those years I was in Canada, and I said, well, you know, you can't just desert the Caribbean. The Caribbean is heaven, you know?
Yeah, I know. They're my born and grow.
The Caribbean is heaven. Not because you're born and grow. It is just heaven.
Yeah.
The only thing you really need in the Caribbean, you need to have a good cash flow, and you're good, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Caribbean is heaven. Yeah. You know. Anyway, you take care of yourself, okay?
What is my prayer time like?
Your prayer time?
Yeah.
Hold on. You're a sheep man, right? Yeah. In the African world, we call you Hakizimana, okay? Your prayer time is 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. So between 1 o'clock in the daytime and 3 o'clock, okay?
And 3 o'clock.
Yeah, okay. Between 1 and 3, so 2 o'clock is good, right? Your direction is southwest.
Okay,
that means you must face the south and turn an inch to the right. And you'll be facing your guardian angel, okay?
Okay. And I want to ask you something. As I mentioned about plastic, I've been going through some situation with my health for a long time, and it doesn't matter what medical exam they take, they cannot find out what will go on.
All right, listen. I got to leave it here now, right?
Okay.
It shows up. Give me a call sometime. My number is 844-2295. That's 876-844-2295, okay?
Yeah, WhatsApp?
Yeah, man. You can text me on WhatsApp, okay?
Okay.
We can continue this conversation off air one these days, but 876-844-2295, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you take it easy.
I have the number, man, because I have the number a long time.
Excellent. Do the right thing. Give me a call.
Yeah, because I get it from my brother-in-law in France St. Thomas, and I was trying to call him one time, but I couldn't get through.
Well, if you can't get me, you can always text me. That will not vex me nor perplex me, okay?
Yeah, man.
All right, you take care.
Yeah, man. You come with the text one time, you told me, say, you could give me one private reading.
All right. Little more. I got to move. It's now 4:47 in Jamaica. Brothers and sisters, it has been a gift and a pleasure being here with you. Remember that the views expressed here on our show, no doubt some of the views is weird, but it has nothing to do with Radio Jamaica. It's not necessarily the views of Radio Jamaica. Let me make that clear. We give thanks and praises for our listeners, our callers, for Radio Jamaica, for having us here. We give thanks and praises to Almighty God, Father Time, and Mother Nature for having us here. We give thanks and praise to all our elders, all our children, all our well-wishers, all our critics. Hey, big up on the chest, big up on the chest. It's now 4:48 in Jamaica. On behalf of myself, remember that coming up at 5 o'clock is the Sunny Side Up with Derek Wilkes and Paula Ann Porter Jones. Coming up at 5 o'clock is the Sunny Side Up with Derek Wilkes and Paula Ann Porter Jones. You can check out my YouTube channel. Just type the word King Majesty. And of course, my number is 876-844-2295. Call me anytime for private readings. On behalf of myself, Majesty, and
Jacob,
we give you all the praises, the thanks, and the blessings for just being alive, for just being with us. Thank you. Walk good. Sila.